mass of D, which is 4.00260. Flux is B into A, magnetic field into area. And the answer 4 into 8 by 3 into 3, 9. 8 by 9, D is the answer.
Then put the electron density in pi star. As the number of alpha hydrogen increases, so 280 divided by 28, we are going to get 10 moles of
all of those individual combination dot product, they will get cancelled out. 5 into 2t plus 4, that's basically minus 10t.
Welcome students, welcome. My name is Vipul Deshmukh and I'll be a physics master teacher in this particular class where I'll be discussing the question paper that I've attempted. Okay, so let's start. First question on your screen. The critical angle of a medium and air is given to you as 60 degrees. So we know critical angle is that angle of incidence at which when light ray is trying to travel from denser medium to rarer medium, it will graze along the surface. So if this is the critical angle, then after a refraction, the refracted ray would travel like this. Correct? So there is some medium mentioned here, medium, and outside medium mentioned as air. So there is air over here. So if I assume refractive index of this medium to be mu and the angle is critical angle, so IC. So we know formula for critical angle IC is equal to sine inverse of mu of rarer medium, but here the rarer medium is air, so refractive index will be 1 divided by mu of denser medium. Okay, critical angle is given 60 degrees, so we can write sine of 60 degree equal to 1 by mu. So this will give us mu value in the question. Okay, we haven't read the complete question yet, but just by the first line we can solve this much. Okay, we'll read the rest of the questions, but just by this much first line itself, there is a critical angle given between two medium. One is unknown medium and air, and that value is 60 degrees. So based on that, we can draw the diagram and write critical angle formula. Sine 60 is equal to 1 by mu. So 60 degree root 3 by 2 equal to 1 by mu. So we know refractive index of the material, medium. Now a light ray traveling through air enters into the medium at an angle equal to polarizing angle. Now the situation is changed. Now we're talking about polarizing angle. Okay, so now the light ray is traveling from air and enters into this medium. So light ray originally is present in air, now enters into this medium. This is the medium whose refractive index we just calculated, and the angle is polarizing angle. Okay, angle is polarizing angle. So I can say theta p, yeah, or I can use I for angle of incidence, P for polarizing. Now we know that in case of polarizing angle, this will be reflected ray and this will be refracted ray, and refracted ray will be perpendicular to reflected ray. Brewster's law. This angle is also equal to IP as per laws of reflection. This is 90 degree and this is R, angle of refraction. Okay, but the answer is not presented directly in terms of value. It is in form of tan inverse, sine inverse. Okay, so it's in that form. So we have to solve as per the option structure. It is either sine inverse or tan inverse. So now we know that refractive index of the medium is 2 by root 3. Okay, this is air, so refractive index is 1. So we'll use Brewster's law, which tells us that tan of IP is equal to mu of rarer medium, mu of denser medium divided by mu of rarer medium. So basically I'm using simple sine rule, and by Snell's law, I mean to say, and by Snell's law we get tan of IP. This is tan formula from Brewster's law. Tan of IP is equal to mu of denser medium with respect to mu of rarer medium. So rarer medium is air, so 1, and mu value is available, which is 2 by root of 3. Okay, so from this we get IP. From this we can get IP, that is polarizing angle. But in the question, if you read the question completely, critical angle between a medium and air is 60 degree. A ray of light traveling through air enters into the medium at an angle equal to polarizing angle. So angle of incidence is polarizing angle. Angle of refraction is, so we have to present angle of refraction. So we will use Snell's law. Because we need angle of refraction. So what we can do here for angle of refraction, I'll use Snell's law here. Initial medium air, angle of incidence IT equal to final medium 2 by root 3 and angle of refraction R, so sine R. So root 3 shifted to one side, 2 in the denominator. Now we need to get sine IP value. If I can get that value, then our job is done. So how will I get sine IP value? I don't have IP directly. Angle, polarizing angle, I don't know. I have tan of IP, which is equal to 2 by root 5. Now kids, understand the mathematics here. We're going to use this ratio, tan of IP equal to 2 by root 3, to find out sine of IP. So let's imagine a triangle, right angle triangle, where one angle is IP such that the opposite side of that angle is 2 and the adjacent side of that triangle is root 3. So by using Pythagoras theorem, we can calculate hypotenuse. That will be root 3 square, that is 3, and 2 square, 4. So that will be root of 7. Now, for this right angle triangle, we know all three sides. So we can calculate sine also, cos also, whichever trigonometric ratio we need, we can calculate. So I will solve for sine of IP, which sine is opposite side of the angle, which is 2 upon hypotenuse, which is root of 7. So this sine IP value, we will substitute here. So sine IP value is 2 by root of 7. Okay. So 2 and 2 cancel. We can write down sine of R equal to, we can combine root 3 by 7. So that gives us R equal to sine inverse of root 3 by 7. So correct answer will be option C. Clear? So first we use critical angle concept to find out refractive index. Then we use Brewster's law to get the tan of IP. Tan of IP doesn't help us directly, but it helps us to get the sine of IP value. And the main calculation was using Snell's law to get the angle of refraction when light goes from air to that medium. Okay, let's move on to the next question. In this question, a nuclear reaction is given to you and approximate values of energies that will be released are also we're supposed to calculate. Okay, nuclear reaction is given, masses are given, I mean to say masses are given, and masses are given in a typical way, 238.50079 into 931.5 mega electron volt per centimeter square. So yes, by this it means the if you just observe this, that means the masses are in AMU. If you replace this, then the masses are in AMU. So this is mass of A, mass of B, and then there is mass of D. And what we have to find out is approximate energy released in this process, and nuclear reaction is given to you. A turns into B plus D, and Q. Q is the energy that will be released. So to find Q value of reaction, we have two formulas, right? There is one formula which is summation of binding energy of products minus binding energy of reactants. This is one formula. But in this case, we are not given binding energy at all. We are given the masses. We are given with the relationship, or reaction, but we're not given with binding energy. So that formula will not be suitable. There is one more formula for Q, which is straightforward application of Einstein's mass energy equivalence, mass defect into C square. So Q value will be equal to delta M into C square. Now the practical version of this formula is you put delta M in AMU and then 931.5 mega electron volt. The answer that you get in mega electron volt. Okay, so remember this is in AMU. This division will give you AMU. Now let's start with calculation. What we can do is first mass defect. What is mass defect? Mass defect is mass of reactants minus mass of product. So mass of reactants, here there is only one nucleus of A. This is mass of reactants minus mass of product. That would be mass of B and mass of D. So this multiplied by 931.5 mega electron volt. Okay. So just be careful with values. Now here in this question, you can see values are given 4, 5, sometimes 5 places after decimal. 5 places after decimal. So up to you. If the time permits, if you're in a situation where you can take the exact values, do it. But if time doesn't permit, if you take 4 places after decimal, that is fair enough. You don't have to take, sometimes they give you 6 places after decimal. So it becomes impractical. So if time permits, use whatever values are given. But if you're short of time, then you can take last, after decimal, you can take first 4 digits. That's fair enough. Okay. So here we just now do substitute and calculate. So mass of A, that is mass of reactant, is 238.05079. I'm using the actual values, minus mass of B. B value is 234.04363 plus mass of D, which is 4.00260. Okay. This whole calculation multiplied by 931.5. So first you add these two terms and then subtract. Calculation, I am assuming you guys can manage. I hope so. And then multiply by 931.5. You will get the answer. Approximate answers is also fine because options are far away. 4.2, 3.8, 2.1, 5.9. Okay, so this calculation I believe you can execute completely, and the final answer that you should get is 5.25 mega electron volt. That is option D. Okay, if somebody's have made a mistake in substitution, please check, was it a substitution mistake or you use the wrong formula, or if you find this difficult, then the way we used to do addition subtraction in our school days, earlier school days, write number one close together and do addition subtraction, no problem. Okay, let's move on to the next question. How can we arrange three capacitors to get highest energy possible at same potential? So 2 parallel, 1 series, 3 series, 3 in parallel, none of these. So we are given with three capacitors, and by using these three capacitors, we have to store maximum energy. So what combination is ideal out of these three, or none of these three, where you can store maximum energy, highest amount of energy we can store? So U, that is energy stored in a capacitor, has various formulae. I will use this formula, half C V square in this case, because we have to do this all at same potential. In all the combination, we will use same potential. That means same battery, same potential difference. So V is constant. So your energy will directly depend on capacitance. Energy will directly depend on capacitance. So if you put capacitors in parallel combination, then you get highest capacitance, because in parallel combination, whatever the capacitance is, C1, C2, and C3, we will add them. So here you will get highest capacitance. If you have capacitors in series combination like this, then you have to add the reciprocal, and then the resultant will be lesser than individual capacitors. So lesser capacitance, effective capacitance lesser, so energy will be lesser. Two in parallel and one in series. So combination like this, two in parallel and then one in series. Okay, so this is basically option C, this is option B, and this is option A. So here you will add C1 and C2 and then series with C3. So again, resultant or effective capacitance in parallel combination will be lesser than C1 plus C2 and C3 as well. Here also, when you put them in series combination, the effective capacitance will be lesser than C1, C2 and C3. So in parallel combination, capacitance is highest. So highest energy will be stored in the parallel combination. All three are in parallel, so C is correct answer. Okay, let's move on to the next question. A plane figure is made, a plane figure made with thin wires of resistance R equal to 5 milliohm per meter. Okay, plane figure is made out of a wire resistance is given in per meter, 5 milliohm per meter, are located in a uniform magnetic field which is perpendicular into the plane of the figures, and which is decreasing at the rate of delta dB by dt. Okay, that's the rate at which magnetic field is decreasing, 0.1 millitesla per second. Then current in the inner and the outer boundary are respectively. So you can see radius A, radius B, how much current is flowing is what we have to find out. Okay, so inner radius is 10 centimeter, outer radius is 20 centimeter, and options you can see 10 raised to minus 4 or 2 into 10 raised to minus 4, clockwise, clockwise, anti-clockwise, clockwise, clockwise, anti-clockwise, anti-clockwise, anti-clockwise. Likewise, options are there. So if we have to solve this by using options alone, then understand when magnetic field is cross, that is going into the screen. In this case, if the magnetic field is decreasing, then flux will change, and when flux is changing, EMF will be induced. As per Lenz's law, how will the flux be induced? It will oppose the way in which flux will be induced, or EMF will be induced, or current will be induced. It will be opposing its own cause. Whatever is responsible for flux change, that thing will be opposed. So here, magnetic field, which is cross going into the screen, that is decreasing. So the induced current will help that magnetic field to maintain the value. Okay, so now use sign conventions of if there's a current carrying coil, how should the current be flowing so that the magnetic field will be in the direction of the existing magnetic field. So existing magnetic field is cross, that means going into the screen. So if the current travels, I have to use right hand rule here. If current travels in this direction clockwise, then thumb goes into the screen. If I do it from your perspective, so I was discussing as the magnetic field is into the screen, I'm doing it from your POV. Magnetic field is going into the screen. Okay, and as per Lenz's law, we know that current will be induced in order to oppose whatever is responsible for current generation. Current formation, EMF induction. So magnetic field is into the screen, that is decreasing. This fact is responsible. So the induced current will be induced in a such a way that it will assist that decreasing magnetic field. So I will use right hand rule. If I curl my fingers like this, then thumb goes into the screen. If I curl my fingers like this, then thumb goes into the screen. So this direction is clockwise. So both the currents have to be clockwise. Current clockwise in only one option. That is option A. Okay. So A should be correct answer. Both current are clockwise. But let's figure out by calculation as well. So we have to calculate value of the current. So current will be equal to EMF induced divided by resistance. EMF will be obtained by d phi by dt. Talking about only magnitude. D phi by dt. Okay. Now flux is B into A, magnetic field into area. Area vector will be in the direction of magnetic field or opposite direction of magnetic field. So either it's 0 or 180. In magnitude, cos 0 or cos 180, both are going to be 1. So cos 0 or cos 1 gone, cos 0 or cos 180 1, that will be gone. We will have just B into A. A will be taken out and will be remaining with dB by dt. Which formula we used here? We used flux is magnetic field into area, or B bar dot A bar. Okay, fine. So now what we can do? This value is given to us, that is constant, isn't it? This value is given to us, which is constant. 0.1 millitesla. A is area. So if I write down general for any radius r, so pi r square is cross section area. Then there is a resistance, but resistance is not given us directly. It is given per meter. Okay. So if I want resistance, then I will have to take 50 milli. Milli is 10 raised to minus 3. That is how converted to ohm per meter. But right now, the length in consideration will be circumference 2 pi r. 2 pi r. Okay. Into dB by dt. So area replaced as pi r square. Resistance counted as resistance was not directly given. It was resistance per unit length. So length will be circumference. So 2 pi small r. Okay. Into 50 milli ohm. Milli is 10 raised to minus 3. And dB by dt, that value is given 0.1. Again, that is in milli. So 10 raised to minus 3. Fine. So we can simplify now. Pi cancel. R cancel. And then 5 into r in the numerator as it is. This we can simplify as 10 raised to minus 4 in the numerator. 0.1 and 10 raised to minus 3. That will become 10 raised to minus 4. In the denominator, 50 into 200 into 10 raised to minus. Or we could have cancelled 10 raised to minus 3 right here. 10 raised to minus 3, 10 raised to minus 3. So only minus 1 is remaining. Okay. And 115 into 100. So if I pull that in the numerator, I will get 10 raised to minus 3, right? Right. Yes. Now this is current value, but we have two different radii. So we have to solve for both the radii. So for the inner radii, what we'll do, we'll put R value equal to 10 centimeters. So centimeter to meter will be 10 raised to minus 2. So 10 raised to minus 1, after calculation, 10 raised to minus 1 into 10 raised to minus 3. So this can be written as 1 into 10 raised to minus 4. And the direction part we have already discussed, it is clockwise. Similarly, for the outer radius R, that is 20 centimeters. So that is 20 into 10 to power minus 2. So 20 into 10 to the power minus 2 will be 0.2 into 10 raised to minus 3. Okay, this adjustment will be 0.2 10 raised to minus 3. We can adjust this as 2 into 10 raised to minus 4, and current is clockwise. So correct answer is option A. Clear? So we have to first start with the observation that flux will change, and if the flux is changing, as per Faraday's law, EMF will be induced. As per Lenz's law, current will be flowing opposite to the cause, or to oppose the cause, the reason of EMF generation. So by that logic, current has to be clockwise, as the magnetic field is decreasing. If the current flows clockwise, then the current magnetic field produced by the current will also be into the screen. which will help the decreasing magnetic field. So we could solve by elimination and we could solve by calculation as well. Okay. If you feel a need, just pause and watch this part once again. No problem. We'll move on to the next question. Transformer is employed to reduce 220 volt to 11 volt. Primary current is 5 ampere, secondary current is 90 ampere. Efficiency of the transformer is very simple question, straightforward formula application question. Efficiency of the transformer is power output upon power input into 100. Now power here will be voltage in secondary, current in secondary. V into I will become power, and voltage in primary into current in primary into 100. So secondary voltage, the voltage that we wish to turn this 220 into is 11 volt, and primary voltage is 220. Then current in the primary is 10, current in the secondary is 90. Okay, multiplied by 100. So we can cancel this and this will be 10, and 10, 10, 100, and this 100 cancel, remaining is 90%. That's all. Correct answer is option D. Okay, next question. Two current carrying loops of radius r and 2r carrying current I and 2I respectively are placed concentrically with their planes at a right angle to each other. So visualize this. One coil like this having radius r, and the other one is having radius 2r, is placed like this. Let me redraw. Okay, kind of like this. So radius of the bigger ring is 2r. So this radius is 2 times r, and their center is same, but they are mutually perpendicular. Center is same, but they're mutually perpendicular. This is radius of the anyways. So now the one having radius r produces magnetic has current I, and the one having radius 2r has current 2I. So magnetic field produced by a complete ring, complete arc, formula is B equal to mu naught I upon 2 into r, where r is the radius. Now if you notice carefully, for the first ring, for the first loop, okay, this is magnetic field is B1, we can say. Mu naught current is just I and radius is r. And if you solve for the second ring, that is mu naught, current is also double as well as radius is also doubled. So 2 to cancel, the magnetic field that you get by the second loop is again same, mu naught upon 2 r. So this is B1, this is B2, and we have to get the resultant of these two magnetic field. One magnetic field is produced by one loop, this is by other loop. Their values are same. Notice their values are same. B1 is equal to B2 magnitude wise, but it is a vector. Magnetic field is a vector, so we have to add them vectorially. So direction of magnetic field produced by the horizontal ring, horizontal loop, will be directed something like this. This is how the magnetic field will be directed by the horizontal loop. Now magnetic field produced by the vertical loop will be perpendicular to the vertical loop and going like this. So these two vectors have 90-degree angle between them. So the net magnetic field will be equal to under root of B1 square plus B2 square. This is Pythagoras theorem. Oh, sorry, not Pythagoras theorem. I mean to say parallelogram law of vector addition. Okay, one ring is horizontal, one ring is vertical. So their magnetic field itself is perpendicular to the ring. Suppose there is one single ring and magnetic field is measured at the center. Then at the center, magnetic field is perpendicular to the plane itself. Okay, so the vertical coil will have horizontal magnetic field and the horizontal coil will have vertical magnetic field. Now magnetic field are perpendicular, so resultant will be obtained by parallelogram law. But since they are perpendicular, we can use under root of B1 square plus B2 square, and B1 B2 are equal to each other, so just use this information. B1 as it is, B2 replaced as B1 square. Okay, so B is equal to under root of 2 into B1 square. So B is equal to root 2 B1. So root 2 as it is, B1 value is mu naught I upon 2 R. So we can keep it like this, or we can simplify this root 2 and 2 cancel. Root 2 will be there in the denominator. So final answer is mu naught I upon root of 2 into R. Okay, remember R is outside the root. So it should be option C. R is outside the root. Okay, note that this R is outside the root. Okay, done. Let's go. Next question. A bar magnet having magnetic moment 1 into 10 raised to 5 ampere meter square, free to rotate in a horizontal plane. Horizontal magnetic field of 3 into 10 raised to minus 5 Tesla exists in this space. Work done in rotating the magnet slowly from the direction parallel to the field to the direction 37 degree with the field. Okay, so let's visualize this. This is a uniform magnetic field that exists, and there is a bar magnet which is placed initially along the field like this. That means the dipole moment will be directed in this way, parallel to the magnetic field. So dipole moment, I will use symbol M, and for magnetic field I will use symbol B. Now we have to find out how much work we have to do to slowly move this from its current alignment, right? It is in direction parallel to the field to direction 37 degree. So for this cases, we have a formula for work done. Work done to rotate a bar magnet in a uniform magnetic field is equal to M into B cos theta 1 minus cos theta 2. So theta 1, theta 2 is basically initial angle and final angle is theta 2. So M, dipole moment, is given 1 into 10 raised to 5. So writing only 10 raised to 5 already in SI unit. Magnetic field is given as 3 into 10 raised to minus 5. So plus 5 minus 5 cancel. That is also in Tesla. Then initially angle is 0. You can notice that initially theta is 0. So cos of 0 degree minus later you wish to tilt it at an angle of 37 degree. So cos of 37 degree. Okay. So 3 as it is. Cos 0 is 1. Cos 37. If you don't know 37, then remember this simple triangle. Right angle triangle 3, 4 and hypotenuse 5. Opposite to 3, we have 37 degree. Now if you need cos of 37 degree, by definition of cos, it is adjacent side of the angle, which is 4 upon hypotenuse 5. So this will be 4 by 5. Okay, that gives you after multiplication 1 by 5, which is 0.6 joule. So correct answer is option C. Okay, let's go. Next question. A small dipole with dipole moment P I cap is placed on x-axis at 4 meters 0, 0. The region is having uniform electric field with the intensity equal to 3x square I cap. Force experienced by the dipole is. So first let's draw x-axis. This is y-axis. And in this region, there exists a electric field. There exists an electric field in this region. And the electric field vector is given to you, which is 3x square I cap. So that means electric field is not constant. It is variable. With respect to x value, it will change. And we're supposed to study for a point which is at 4 meter, 0, 0. So somewhere, let's say here. Okay, 4 meter, 0, 0 on point on x-axis. Now, how much will be the force experienced by this dipole? Okay, if this electric field is present and it's present in the entire region. Okay, in this entire region, electric field is present. Its strength is changing with respect to x, but it is present everywhere. So if you start from origin, x will be 0, so electric field will be 0. If you move towards x equal to 1, electric field will increase. X equal to 2, electric field will increase. So it is increasing its strength, but direction is towards I cap only. Now here we have to calculate how much force will be experienced by the dipole. And dipole moment is a very short dipole, tiny dipole. It is placed at this location, and its vector is also given to us, which is P I cap. Okay, cool. So what we can do here? We know electric field, we know dipole moment, and we have to calculate force experience on the dipole. So here we can go for calculation of potential energy of the dipole in the external electric field. So potential energy of the dipole, potential symbol, formula is minus P bar dot E bar. So put the value. P value is constant P. I cap dot electric field value is 3x square I cap. Now I dot I 1. So U is equal to minus 3px square. Okay. So this becomes your potential energy function. Now kids, think about it. We have a potential energy function in terms of x, and we have to find out force. So what we can do here, we have to find out force, but we have a potential energy function. So force will be obtained by minus of du by dx. This is the concept of conservative field, conservative forces, potential energy, a relation between potential energy and conservative force. So F is equal to minus of du by dx. So if I substitute energy function that we got is minus 3p x square. So that minus 3p outside would become plus 3p, and then derivative of x square, that will be 2x raised to 1. So what are we getting here? We're getting F equal to 6p into x. But we are interested in a particular location, that is x equal to 4. So 6 into 4 and x value replaced as 4. So answer is 24p. And it is positive, that means it is directed in I cap. So correct answer is 24p I cap. In vector form, if I write down, it's positive answer, that means it is directed in I cap. So this is your final answer. So by using electric field and potential dipole moment, we first got the potential energy of the dipole. And once you have the potential energy, differentiate that with respect to position to get the conservative force. And then that force at a specific location, we have to find out. Force location is 4, 0, 0. So put x equal to 4. That will give you answer of force acting on the dipole. Okay? Clear? Let's go next question. Okay, I will quickly refresh my page. Okay, I'm back. Let's move on to the next question. Question is, an infinite layer of charges, okay, an infinite layer of charge has surface charge density rho, sigma coulomb per meter square. So there is a huge infinitely long charge layer, okay, which has charges spread uniformly like this, and charge density is given to you, that is sigma. Sigma is the charge area, so surface charge density, charge per unit area. The separation between two equipotential surfaces, whose potential difference differs by V volt is. So now the thing that we need to understand is, for an infinitely long sheet, we have learned this by using Gauss law. The electric field that you get by using produced by a infinitely long sheet is sigma upon epsilon naught. Okay, and look at the equation, sigma upon epsilon naught. Sigma is surface charge density, epsilon naught is permittivity of the free space. These are fixed values, constant values for a given sheet. They do not depend on the position. Value does not depend on the position. How close you are from the sheet, how far you are from the sheet, that does not matter. Electric field is uniform. And students, whenever electric field is uniform, we can use V is equal to E into D. Okay, where E is electric field, D is the distance between 2 points, and V is potential difference. So now we are interested in this question, we are interested in the separation between the two surfaces. D is what we need to find out. So D will be equal to V by E. Now put the E value. V is potential difference, E is sigma upon epsilon naught. It is sigma upon 2 epsilon naught, isn't it? Yes, sigma upon 2 epsilon naught. So upon simplification, this 2 will move up. So 2 epsilon naught V upon sigma, that is equal to D. That is separation between two equipotential surfaces. So here electric field is uniform, right? What does it mean? If electric field is uniform, so if I show electric field like this, then in the direction of electric field, if I show equipotential surfaces, they will be flat surfaces like this. And in the direction of electric field, potential will keep on decreasing. Okay, so separation between such 2 points where the potential difference is V, that we need to calculate. So we use this formula, relation between electric field and potential. Okay, since potential electric field is uniform, we can use V equal to ED, or D is equal to V by E. Put the E value and calculate. So based on this, correct answer will be equal to option D. Moving on to the next question. When 12 ohm resistor is connected with a moving coil galvanometer, then it deflection reduces from 50 divisions to 10 divisions. Okay. The resistance of the galvanometer is 12 ohm resistor is connected with a moving coil galvanometer, and then the deflection reduces to from 50 to 10 divisions. resistance of the galvanometer will be, so capital G value we have to calculate. We're given with some resistance that is given, used along with the moving coil galvanometer. Now in the question, it is vaguely mentioned as along with moving coil. So is it series combination, parallel combination? That we'll know only by trial and error. Okay. So one possibility is if you put that resistance in parallel combination and solve, see the answer. The other possibility is you put that in series combination and solve. And then see, only one option should be present, because it's vaguely mentioned it is used along with the coil, but exactly how? Is it series or parallel? Because that makes the difference. If it's in series, then that means we are converting this into a voltmeter. If it's in parallel, then it means we are converting into a ammeter. So formula will change. So what we can do here, we will assume first it is being converted into ammeter. So if it is being converted into ammeter, then we know current formula. Current I is equal to Ig into G plus S upon S. Okay. G plus S upon S. So this is the current that was there when the galvanometer was directly present in the circuit. Okay, without any other resistance, just galvanometer was there. And then it was showing 50 divisions. So if it is showing 50 divisions, that means there will be some value of current per degree. Okay, there will be some angle per degree or some per ampere, few divisions per ampere, some sensitivity will be there. So if you assume that to be X, then current will be 50 into X. X is the value of current when one division is rotated. Okay. So value of one division is, let's say, X. Likewise, there are 50 divisions. It was showing 50 divisions, so 50 into X. This is when it was just directly connected to the galvanometer. But now you put a resistance in parallel, assuming it is taken in parallel, then current through the galvanometer becomes 10 into X. Okay, understand what is the X value here? X is the angle per unit deflection. X is the angle per unit deflection or divisions per unit deflection. Okay, so for every 1 unit current, angle deviates by how many deviations? Or for one, for let's say 50 divisions are there. Okay, so when it moves by 50 divisions, then what is the angle? So every division corresponds to a fixed value of angle. That fixed value is, let's say, X. X is the current per division. X is current per division. Likewise, there are 50 divisions covered, so 50 into X. Then Ig is when the resistance is put in parallel combination with the galvanometer. Then the current changes to 10. So current in the galvanometer will be 10 divisions. Every division is equal to X, so X into 10. Then galvanometer resistance we have to calculate shunt value, or S value is 12. Here also it is 12. So we can cancel X, 0, 0. This will be 60 equal to G plus 12. So if you rearrange this, 60 minus 12. So with this assumption, we can say 48 ohm, which I can see in the option. 48 ohms, option C is correct. Okay, so that means there is a little ambiguity in the question, but it is clear if you assume it to be converted into an ammeter by putting a resistance in parallel combination. So this was your original galvanometer, and then the deflections were 50 when the main current was passing, and then you put a 12 ohm resistance in parallel combination, because of which divisions drop to 10. Okay, clear? How to relate divisions with angle, that part is clear. Okay, every division will correspond to X amount of current. Okay, so 50 divisions, so 50 into X. So 48 is the resistance of galvanometer. You can also try by this assumption, put a resistance in series combination. Okay, and then try to solve. You will get answer for resistance R, but which will not match with the options. Okay, moving on to the next question. In the circuit shown, all capacitors are just where capacitors were initially uncharged. Okay, so there are lots of capacitors in the circuit, but they are uncharged initially. None of them is charged, and switch is closed. Switch is closed at t equal to 0. At t equal to 0, then the value of current I just after the switch is closed. So where is that current I? This is current I. So current in that topmost resistor 3R and C, I have to find out when I close the switch at t equal to 0. So this is a RC circuit with multiple resistors, multiple capacitors, but yes, it's an RC circuit. So in RC circuit, we have to recollect that behavior of capacitor when time is 0 is like a Plain wire, exactly. And when the charging process is completed, then the capacitor behaves like an open circuit insulator. But at the beginning of the charging process, capacitor behaves like a plain wire. So what we will do, we will replace these capacitors by plain simple wire. So there will be wire here. Remove capacitor. Capacitor is not there, not there, not there. Okay. Now, because capacitor is behaving like a plain wire, this resistance is shorted. So effectively, this is not part of the circuit. So we can solve for these three resistors. These are three resistors identical and in parallel combination. So their effective will be 3R by 3. This is shortcut for n number of resistance in parallel combination, each having value equal to R. So every value is 3R, and how many of them? 3. So 3R by 3. So resistance of that entire group is R. Now that is R, and this is R. Right? They're in series combination. So total resistance, even this capacitor will behave like a plain wire. Okay, don't worry about this. This will also behave like a plain wire. So the effective resistance of the entire circuit, R plus R, that is 2R. Okay, this entire branch gives R, and then there is only this resistance. Okay, there was a resistance here, but it is shorted, so it is no more part of the circuit. So now we can get the current supplied by the battery. Current will be voltage divided by effective resistance. Voltage is V only, resistance is 2 times R. Okay, so we have the current which is provided by the battery after closing the switch at t equal to 0. And when that current will arrive at this junction, okay, it will split into 3 branches, and current will be equally split because each branch has same resistance. So current I that I need, if I call this as I dash, the main current as I dash, and the current that I need is I. So the current that I need I is equal to I dash divided by 3. Total current will be divided into 3 equal branches. So V by 2R whole divided by 3. So that gives us V by 6R. So option A is correct here. Okay, moving on. Next question. A simple harmonic oscillator of frequency 50 Hz attached to ends of a cord that has mass density 0.1 kg per meter under the tension of 10 Newton. What power must oscillator provide to the cord to generate a sinusoidal wave of amplitude 2 centimeter? So what all information is available? Frequency of the oscillator is available. Frequency is 50 Hz. Okay, from the frequency we can get omega value. Omega is 2 pi into frequency. So 2 pi into 50, that gives us 100. 100 pi. Then tension is given. Tension under the tension of 10 Newton. Okay. Mass density, mu, linear mass density is also given. That is 0.1 kg per meter. Then amplitude is given. That is 2 centimeters. So 2 into 10 to the power minus 2. And what we have to find out is how much power we need to provide. Okay. So first thing, we can find out speed of the wave. Speed of the wave we can calculate under root of T by mu. Okay. Is it doable? Yes. Tension is T. Mu value is 0.1, which means 1 by 10. So that 10 will move up. It will become 10 square. So we'll get velocity of the wave to be 10. So we have velocity of the wave as well. And now we have to figure out how much power we should give. See, power is energy per unit area. Sorry, energy per unit time. Apologies. Energy provided by the oscillator per unit time. So here, if I talk about energy, okay, then energy is which energy? It is energy of oscillation. It is energy of oscillation. So in oscillation, if I write down energy, it is half K or half M omega square A square divided by time T. Okay. So since velocity of the wave is available, we can write velocity as distance traveled by the wave, let's say d, in the time span T. So T can be replaced as d by V. Let's do that. So if I replace T as d, that is distance traveled by the wave, upon its speed V. So upon simplification, what I'm getting half M omega square A square V by D. Okay, now D is what? Distance traveled on the wave, on the thread, on the cable. So M by D is what? M by D. M is mass, D is distance. M is linear mass density mu. So half into mu into omega square A square into V. And now we just have to substitute the value. Okay, so half as it is. Now it's a pure substitution question. I will write on this side. Half Mu value is given to you. Linear mass density is given 10 raised to minus 1. Okay. Omega square. So omega value is already ready. 100 square will be 100 square 10 raised to 4 into pi square. Okay. Then we have amplitude square. Amplitude itself is 2 into 10 to power minus 2 square will be 4 into 10 to power minus 4. Then we have v, speed of the wave, that is also 10. Speed of the wave is also 10. So everything substituted? Yes. What do we have now? What do we have now? 10 raised to plus 4, 10 raised to minus 4, cancel. This 2 and 4 cancel. Okay. Pi square is approximately 10. So that 10 and 10 raised to minus 1 cancel. The remaining is 2 into 10, 20. So 20 watt is your answer. Option D. Okay. Moving on. Next question. Maximum speed, maximum acceleration of a particle executing simple harmonic motion are 10 centimeter and 30 centimeter per second square is given to you. Okay. We are given with Vmax and Amax of a particle who is performing simple harmonic motion. So Vmax formula, we know it is A into omega, and Vmax is given as 10 centimeter per second. And we are also given with maximum acceleration. So A max formula is A omega square. A omega square is 50 centimeter per second square. So 50 equal to A omega square. So we have this equation. What we can do from these equations, what is asked, we'll see. But what all we can find out if you know these two things. One is Vmax, maximum velocity in SHM A omega, and one is Amax, maximum acceleration as A omega square. We'll take the ratio 2 divided by 1. 2 divided by 1. So that is 50 divided by 10 equal to A omega square upon A omega. So 0, 0 cancel, A cancel, omega cancel. So we have omega equal to 5. Now we can use this omega value in equation number 1. In equation number 1, A10 equal to A into omega value is 5. So amplitude is 2. So we got the amplitude value as well. Now let's see what is asked in the question. Okay. By knowing these two things, we could find out omega very easily. We could find out amplitude very easily. Now let's come back to the question. What we have to find out is speed of the particle, which is doing simple harmonic motion at a distance of 1 centimeter from the mean position. So speed means magnitude of the velocity. So it will be omega root of A square minus X square. Omega value is 5. Under root of A value is 2 square minus X value is 1. They have given that speed at a distance of 1 centimeter from the mean position. That is your displacement. And everything is in centimeters only. That's why I'm not converting. Answers are also in centimeters. So that's why centimeter conversion is not done. And then 2 square will be 4 minus 1, 3. 5 root 3 meter per second. That is velocity. Option D. Okay. Clear? Next question. Third harmonic of an open organ pipe. Length is L0. Is in resonance with the second overtone of another closed organ pipe. Length is LE. We have to get the ratio of LO by LE. Okay. Third harmonic of open pipe. So harmonic is third. That means 3 times fundamental frequency of open pipe. Is in resonance means frequency is matching with second overtone of another closed pipe. So now for closed pipe, there are only odd harmonics. So you can recollect the relation between overtone and harmonics. So xth overtone for closed pipe is 2x plus 1th harmonic, double plus 1. Okay. So second overtone will be 2 into 2 plus 1th harmonic. And harmonic means that many times fundamental frequency. Now we can write fundamental frequency of open pipe. That will be V by 2LO. This will be 5. And fundamental frequency of closed pipe is V by 4LC. So we can cancel V, 2, 4. Okay. And now just rearrange the numbers. So 3 into 2, 6, 5 in the denominator. That gives us LO by LC. Okay. So correct answer is C here. Fine. Moving on to the next question. Now, question is interesting. Pay attention. A rod of length L, okay, laterally thermally insulated. So from the side of the rod, heat will not leak. A uniform cross-section area A consists of material whose thermal conductivity varies with the temperature. Okay, so the rod has special feature. Its thermal conductivity is not fixed. It is function of temperature. As the temperature changes, thermal conductivity also changes. And the function is given as K equal to K naught upon A plus BT. Okay, where K naught, A, B are all constants. Now the two ends of the rod are maintained at T1 and T2 temperature, where T1 is bigger than T2. Then what is the rate of flow of heat across the rod? At what rate heat is flowing through the conductor? Okay, so rate of flow is the heat current, basically heat current. Formula in general is K A delta T upon L. This is a formula for a regular rod, but we can't use this formula as it is for the rod in consideration, as its K value is not fixed. As the temperature changes, K value also changes. So what we will do, out of this entire rod, okay, let's say this is T1 and this is T2. Temperature at this side is T1, T2, and out of this entire rod, we will study for a thin portion, for a very, very, very thin portion. For a very small thin portion, if I study, for a very small thin portion, if I study, where the thickness is dx. Okay, what is the reason for that? Overall, if I study for the entire rod, K is variable, but if I study for a very tiny thickness, then for that small thickness, we can assume the temperature change is very, very, very small, and we can say conductivity is constant for that tiny distance. Okay, so I will rewrite the formula. Heat current will be equal to thermal conductivity, which is K naught upon A plus B T. Okay, area is A. Change in temperature is dt for the length dx. Okay, very small change in temperature for a very small length of the rod dx. Okay, now rearrange this h as it is, and this will be integration of dx. K naught A as it is, and this is integration. I will shift this in the denominator. I mean, not denominator, slightly below this. So h as it is, and this will be integration of dx equal to K naught A integration of dt upon A plus bt. Okay, and temperature changes from T1 to T2 or T2 to T1. Okay, fine. Now, when you're talking about change in temperature, see, when delta x is positive, delta t will be negative. So I should use minus sign here. The reason being, if delta t is positive, then delta x will be negative because heat current will flow from high to low. Okay, so final temperature will be lesser. I mean, minus the initial temperature. So it will be negative value always. So I will prefer minus sign here as well. Continue that minus sign and now integrate. So h as it is, integration of dx. X will start from when the temperature will vary from T1 to T2. If this is T1, this is T2. For T1 length is 0, for T2 length is L. Now integrate this. Integration of dx will give us x square bracket upper limit lower limit minus as it is K naught and A as it is. Integrate this also. This is standard integration ln of A plus B T whole divided by B square bracket upper limit lower limit. So here we will get h x replaced by L minus x replaced by 0. Then minus K naught A B as it is. And here we have to use ln of A plus B T2. Okay, T replaced by T2 minus ln of A plus B T1. Okay. Now simplify this. We can write h into L here on the left hand side. If I keep that minus as it is, okay, here there is a subtraction of log, so there will be division of numbers. So A plus B T2 upon A plus B T1. Basic properties of logarithm. Log A minus log B is log of A by B. Now this minus sign also we can consume. So if I consume that minus sign, then the order will be opposite. So h will remain on that same side. K naught as it is. This is K naught. A as it is. L into B. And if I consume the minus sign in the logarithm, order will become opposite. It will be A plus B T1 upon A plus B T2. So this is your answer for heat current. Okay. So correct answer here will be option C. So interesting problem. This is a relatively difficult problem of this particular question paper. Clear? Heat current will be same. It's like series combination of small conductors. So current will be same. It is constant throughout the length, but how much it is, that is the important part. We can't use this direct formula because k is variable. That's why we first solve for a tiny slice having thickness dx for which the temperature change is dt, and since the change is infinitesimally very small, we can say temperature k value is constant at that point. Okay, let's go. Next question on your screen. A metal rod has length L, area of cross section A, Young's modulus Y, and coefficient of linear expansion alpha. A compressive force F is applied at two ends of the rod, and simultaneously its temperature is increased by delta T. So we are applying force on the rod, and at the same time we are increasing temperature also, so that the net change in the length is zero. So the rod will try to expand, but by applying force we will not allow rod to expand. So what is the change in temperature? Okay, so this is a case of thermal stress. So we know that thermal expansion gives us this formula, L equal to L naught bracket 1 plus alpha delta T. So if you rearrange this, you get L minus L naught upon L naught equal to alpha delta T. Nothing much, open the bracket and take L naught on the other side. L naught will become negative and 1 L naught will go in the denominator. So this is your change in length upon original length. That is alpha delta T. So what do we call this? Thermal strain, right? So let's go to the Young's modulus formula. Young's modulus is thermal stress, which is force applied upon area divided by thermal strain, which is alpha delta T. Now rearrange this. Y will be equal to F A alpha delta T. We have to get value of delta T, so delta T goes up. So F upon A Y alpha. F upon A Y alpha. Anything is missing? Anything is missing? No. A Y alpha. So A is correct answer. Okay. Next question. Two non-reactive monoatomic gases, ideal gases, have their atomic masses in the ratio of 2:3. The ratio of their partial pressures when they're enclosed in a vessel kept at constant temperature is 4/3. The ratio of their densities is. So there are two non-reactive monoatomic gases, and the atomic masses ratio is given to you. The ratio of the partial pressure is also given to you. That is 4:3. Temperature is kept constant. Okay, that is also mentioned. The ratio of the densities. So what we will do? We will start with, yes, ideal gas equation. PV equal to nRT. But you know, N can be written as given mass upon molar mass. So if you rearrange this, molar mass comes in the numerator, right? And then this will be mass upon volume, R into T. This becomes density. Okay. So for the first gas, we can write down P m0 1 rho 1 R and T is same. For the second gas, we can write down P2 m0 of second gas 2 rho 2 R T. And now we have to take the ratio. So ratio of the density. So we'll take the ratio equation number. Let's call this equation number 1, equation number 2. Divide them. So we'll get P1 by P2 into m0 1 by m0 2 equal to rho 1 by rho 2. R and T cancelled. So pressure ratio is given to you. Pressure ratio is given to you. Pressure ratio is given to you. Pressure ratio is how much? 4/3. Then molar mass ratio or atomic mass is given to you. That is 2/3. That is equal to rho 1 by rho 2. So that gives us 8/9 as the final answer. 4 into 8 by 3 into 3, 9. 8/9. D is the answer. Okay. Now, next question. There are two spheres made up of same material having radii r and 2r. They are arranged to touch each other. So they are arranged in such a way that they will touch each other. This is, let's say, r, and the other one is 2r. So let's take a reference system like this. Okay, so radius is r and 2r, and they are made of same material. Same material means what? Their density is same. Same material means and their density is same. They are arranged to touch each other, as you can see in the diagram. Distance of center of mass of the system. Distance of center of mass of the system from the point of contact of two spheres. So what I've done, I've taken the point of contact to be the origin. The point of contact of two spheres touching each other is taken as origin, taken as reference system. So if this has radius r, this has radius 2r, what about mass? Since they're spheres, so we can say that mass will be equal to density into volume, that is 4/3. pi r cube. They both are made up of same material, the density is same, 4 by 3 pi same. We can say mass is proportional to r cube. So if I assume mass of the smaller sphere to be m, then proportional to r cube, radius is double. So 2 raised to 3, that will be 8 times. So mass will be 8 times m for the other sphere. Right? We can just take the ratio as well. You will get the answer m1 by m2 is equal to r2 by r1 cube. Easy. And now we have to find out center of mass of the system. So what we will do, we will first note down center of mass of individual shape. So spheres, both are spheres, and their geometric center is the center of mass. So center of mass of the sphere here, and the bigger sphere is here. What will be coordinates of this point? It is on the x-axis. So minus r. This is r distance on the left of origin. So minus r comma 0. And for this point, it is plus 2r. Plus 2r comma 0. Now we will solve for center of mass. X bar is equal to m1. First mass is m into x coordinate minus r, plus next mass is 8m into x coordinate 2r, divided by total mass, that will be 9m. So this will be 16 minus r, so 15 m r upon 9m. So mm cancel. We can divide 3 divided by 3. So this will be 5r by 3. And the answer is positive, right? Answer of x coordinate is positive answer. That means it is on the right side. So somewhere here we have center of mass, and that distance is 5r by 3. So 5r by 3 inside the larger sphere. 5r by 3 inside the larger sphere. So C is correct answer. Correct? Done? Okay, let's move on to the next question. Find minimum energy required to launch a satellite of mass m from the surface of a planet. Planet's mass is capital M, radius capital R, to a circular orbit of radius 3r. Okay. So what is the initial energy of the satellite? What is the initial energy of the satellite when it is on the surface of Earth? Okay, so it has only potential energy. So that will be minus g capital M small m upon capital R. When it is on the surface of Earth, it has no kinetic energy, only potential energy. And when it is in the orbit, what is the final energy? Final energy will be minus g capital M small m upon 2 times r plus h, where h is the altitude. Okay, this is energy on the surface of the Earth. There is no kinetic energy, it is just stationary. When it is revolving around Earth, then it has kinetic plus potential energy. So that is total energy. So here I can substitute h value as 3r. Altitude is 3r. So let's do that. G capital M small m upon 2 into height is 3r. So 4 into 4r, 4r into 2, 8r. That is your energy final. And now we have to figure out what is the difference in the energy. So delta E will be energy final minus energy initial. So final energy is minus G capital M small m upon 8r, minus of minus, because energy initial itself is negative, minus of minus G capital M small m upon r. So to simplify this, we will multiply by 8 and we will divide by 8. So common denominator will be 8r, and in the numerator you can see I can take G capital M small m common. It will be minus 1 plus 8 whole divided by 8 times r. So this gives you 7. 7 G capital M small m upon 8r. So correct answer will be option B. Fine. Let's go to the next question. Water flows in a horizontal tube. Okay, you can see the figure. Pressure of water changes by 70 Newton per meter square between A and B. Okay, so pressure difference between A and B is given, where cross-section area of the pipe is 40 centimeter square and 20 centimeter square. Find the rate of flow of water through the tube. Density of water is 1000. So first of all, I can see varying cross-section. So the first thing that I will do, I will apply continuity equation. Okay, that is AA VA is equal to AB VB. Area at point A is 40, velocity at point A unknown. Area at point B is 20, velocity at point B is unknown. So V twice of VA is equal to VB. Okay, this is one information that we got. Now we can notice that here there is no change in the height. Pipe is horizontal, so there is no much change in the height of the point A and B, negligible change. So I can assume they have almost same potential energy. So only two energies will be different, which are pressure and kinetic energy per unit volume. So I will use Bernoulli's equation between point A and B. So PA plus half rho VA square equal to PB plus half rho VB square. Height is almost same. No significant difference in the height. So rho GH part is cancelled from both the sides. Now notice near region A, cross section area is high. So velocity will be low as per continuity equation. So low velocity means low kinetic energy, high pressure. Low velocity means low kinetic energy, high pressure. Okay. So pressure at point A will be higher than pressure at point B. Once again, for point A, its cross section area is high. So velocity will be low. Continuity equation. Velocity low means kinetic energy low. Kinetic energy low means pressure will be high. So PA is more than PB. So we can rewrite this as PA minus PB. And we can shift the remaining terms and take rho common. That gives us VB square minus VA square. So this difference in pressure is given 700 already in SI unit. Okay, into 2. Density is 1000. And now VB value we can write as VB here can be written as 2VA square. That will be 4VA square minus VA square. Okay, so 0, 0, 0, 0 cancel. This is 14 equal to 10 into this will be 3 VA square. Okay, so we can divide by 2. This will be 5, this will be 7. So 7 by 15 under the root, that will be VA value. Okay, clear? So this is your VA value, but we have to solve for something else. And what is that? We have to solve for, yes, we have to solve for volume flow rate, and that too in centimeter cube per second. So volume flow rate is cross section area into velocity. So I have VA value and cross section area of A point is 40, but centimeter square converted to meter square is 10 raised to minus 4. Centimeter to meter will be 10 raised to minus 2. Square will be 10 raised to minus 4. Okay. Wait. This is already in centimeter. There is no need to convert. This is already in centimeter. There is no need to. We have to convert velocity. We have to convert velocity into, because velocity is in SI unit, that we have to convert into CGS. Because whatever calculation we did for velocity, they were all in SI units. Pressure unit per meter square. Then density in SI unit. Relation between velocity is, that doesn't depend on units. Whether you measure in centimeter or meter, velocity of point B will be double the velocity of point A. So VB replaced as 2 times VA, 4A square, 3A square. So 4 into 7 into 2, 14 divided by 10 divided by 3. Wait a minute. This is, we have divided by 0, 0, 2 and 10 cancel. 5. 5 into 3, 14. Let's check the calculation here. We have 0. If I don't cancel anything here, this will be 1400 divided by 1000 into 3. And that will give us VA square on this side. Okay. So 0, 0 cancel. We have 14 divided by 30 equal to VA square. Now, to ease the calculation, what we can say, VA is approximately equal to, VA square is approximately equal to half. Okay, 14 and 30, nearly half, right? So if I take VA, it will be 1 divided by root 2, and 1 by root 2 value is a standard value. We should know it is 0.707. So this is approximate in meter per second. So while solving here 0.707, I will have to convert this into CGS. So I will multiply this by 100 because this is in centimeter. I will convert it into centimeter. Okay. So 4 into 707 after adjusting all the zeros. So this will give you the final answer, which is option C. Okay. Now moving on to the next question. 2 equal drops are falling through air with a steady velocity of 5 centimeter per second. If the drops coalesces, that means they merge, and the new terminal velocity is 5 into 10 raised to 5 into b raised to 1 by 3 centimeter per second in same units, then what is beta equal to? It's not b, it is beta. Beta equal to. So we know that terminal velocity formula is 2 by 9 r square g rho minus rho L upon eta. So your terminal velocity is radius proportional to radius square, right? So terminal velocity in the second case divided by first case equal to R2 by R1 the whole square. So in the first case, in the second case, terminal velocity is 5 into beta raised to 1 by 3. And in the first case, it is just 5. Radius in the second case. So we know that volume will remain constant in both the cases. Total initial volume and final volume will be same. So from volume conservation, we know this as a standard result. R is equal to n raised to 1 by 3 into small r. So r is the radius of the bigger drop, which is R2 in this case. Okay. And n, only 2 drops are there, 2 raised to 1 by 3, and small drops radius is R1. So we can write R2 by R1 here as 2 raised to 1 by 3 raised to 2. So 5 I cancel. Okay, so beta raised to 1 by 3, and this power we can exchange, 2 raised to 2 raised to 1 by 3, right? Properties of indices, laws of indices. So 2 raised to 2 is 4, and that gives us beta equal to 4. Clear? This is from volume conservation. Total initial volume equal to total final volume. Next question. A pulley system is attached to a massless board as shown below. Board pivots only at the pivot point, so it can rotate only about the pivot point. The 10 kg, there is a 10 kg mass M sits exactly at the midpoint of the board, and then you can see the pulley arrangement. There's a thread connected that goes over the other pulley, and then force F is applied. Now angle theta is 60 degree. Then force F necessary to hold the board in the equilibrium position. In this position, if you want to hold the board as it is, then what should be the force value? Okay. So considering ideal string, whatever force you will apply, that force will be there in the entire string. But if you study this pulley, okay, we by default go with ideal pulley, and for ideal pulley, you should know this one standard fact: tension in the connected string is twice the tension in the passing string. So the passing string is this, the one which is passing over the lower pulley. If this is F, then this will be 2F. Okay, so if I draw FBD of only the board, this is pivot, this is the board, and there are two forces. One is weight of that block that is acting vertically downward, M into G. It is placed at the center. So if the total length is L, this will be at L by 2. And the force produced because of the applied force, that will be 2 times F. Now we will use conditions of equilibrium. Forces must be equal as well as total torque must be equal. So this is the entire length of the board. So torque produced by mg will be mg into L by 2, and that will be clockwise torque, and torque produced by 2F will be anti-clockwise, that is force 2F into perpendicular distance L, right? So L cancel, mass is 10, G value 10, 2 will become 4 equal to F. Okay, so 100 by 4, answer will be 25 Newton. The angle part is irrelevant to the calculation. That is just there to distract you. Whatever force you will apply here, same force will travel as it is. Okay, for this pulley, the connected tension thread will become double. Easy? Okay, next question. Light is incident on an interface as shown. For the reflected light to be completely polarized, final value of tan square theta will be. Okay, so you can see there's a boundary, there is incident ray. This is a different medium. Okay, we can see the refracted ray in the medium, there's a reflected ray, and information is given that the reflected ray is completely polarized. That means this angle is Brewster's angle. I can say tan of theta is equal to mu of denser medium divided by mu of rarer medium. Okay, so for Brewster's angle, you know that this is reflected, so theta will be same. Angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. This is 90 degree. The diagram is misleading. It's not true scale proper diagram, but this will be 90 degree. That's, you know that. And this will be your remaining angle, that is 90 minus theta. So if you apply Snell's law, you end up getting tan theta equal to mu of denser medium divided by mu of rarer medium. So here denser medium is 2 and rarer medium is root of 2. So ratio will be root 2. So that is equal to tan theta value. But we want tan theta square. So done. If you square on both sides, then tan theta square will be equal to 2. Easy. Diagram is not proper true scale diagram, so just be careful with that. Okay, next question. A laser beam has cross-section area of 100 millimeter square and power of 54 milliwatt. Epsilon naught value is 9 into 10 to minus 12 in SI unit. Speed of the light is given. Find amplitude of the electric field in this electromagnetic wave in kilovolt per meter. So this is a description of an electromagnetic wave. Okay, and the beam's power is given, cross section area is given, so we can get intensity of this beam easily. So intensity can be found out by the formula energy per unit area per unit time. Energy upon time is power, so power upon area. So power is 54 milli, that is 10 raised to minus 3 upon area 10 millimeter square. So millimeter to meter 10 raised to minus 3, square will be 10 raised to minus 6, right? This will be 10 raised to minus 6. So 54 into, this is 10 raised to minus 5, goes up, becomes plus 5, minus 3 plus 5 plus 2. Okay. So this is your intensity. Now we know intensity of EM wave in terms of electric field. It is half epsilon naught E naught square into C. That is your intensity formula. Okay. So let's go. Let's put all the values that we know. Intensity value we already know, 54 into 10 to power 2. Half epsilon naught value is 9 into 10 to power minus 12. Okay. E naught square we have to figure out, and C is already given, 3 into 10 to power 8. So intensity substituted in SI unit, half as it is epsilon naught given value, E naught square we have to figure out E naught value, and C 3 into 10 to power 8. So now this is easy calculation. Okay. So if you manage this calculation, you will easily get answer for E naught as 2 into 10 raised to 3, which is 2 kilovolt per meter. Okay. Clear? I'm leaving the basic calculation for you. Right. Let's discuss the last question now. There is a monatomic gas which is supplied with the heat Q very slowly, keeping pressure constant. Work done by the gas will be equal to 2 by N times Q. What is the value of N here? Okay. So first of all, work done by the gas is given and pressure is constant and heat is supplied. Okay. So what we can say here, first law of thermodynamics, heat provided will be equal to change in internal energy plus work done. So if heat is provided, so heat will be positive. Work is done by the gas, so that will be positive, but I will shift that work on the other side as 2 by N times Q equal to delta U. So we can take Q common here, that is 1 minus 2 by N equal to delta U. Now let's go ahead and substitute Q and delta U. Q is heat provided at constant pressure. So that is number of moles. Let's assume it to be X. Okay, number of moles, assume it to be X. XCP delta T. 1 minus 2 by N. And delta U will be number of moles, let's say X. CV delta T. So delta T cancel. And number of moles also cancel. CP and CV. Okay, so CP by CV is gamma. CP by CV is gamma. Gamma 1 plus 2 by N is equal to 1. Now this is a monoatomic gas. So for monoatomic gas, degree of freedom are 3 and the gamma value will be F plus 2 upon F. So that will be 5 by 3. So 5 by 3 bracket 1 minus 2 by N equal to 1. So now you open the bracket, 5 by 3 minus 10 by 3 N equal to 1. Rearrange the term. This will be 5 by 3 minus 1. This is 10 by 3 N. Subtraction gives us 2 by 3 and 10 by 3 N. So 3 cancel. N will be 10 by 2. Answer is 5. Okay. Clear? So that's it from this particular paper discussion. I wish you all the luck for future FLTs, future tests that you're going to take, and all the best for the preparation. Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Hi, my lovely future engineers. Hello, everyone. So in today's session, we are going to discuss our chemistry part. Okay. My name is Shivam Jain. So here's the first question of the chemistry. Yes, everyone. So first of all, read this question. an ideal gas undergo isothermal compression, okay, from 5 meter cube to 1 meter cube. So V final is 1 meter cube, V initial is 5 meter cube against a constant external pressure of 4 Newton per meter square. Heat release in this process is used to increase the temperature of 1 mole of, come on everyone, aluminium. If molar heat capacity is given to you guys, the temperature of aluminium increase by, okay. So it's a very simple question. First of all, we are going to calculate the work. Yes or no? What we are going to apply? W is equals to minus P external. Yes, everyone. V2 minus V1. Come on. We are going to apply this. So what is my P external? P external is given to you guys 4 Newton per meter square. Yes. What is V final beta? 1 meter cube. And what is V initial? 5 meter cube. Yes or no? So can I say that we are going to get, yes everyone, here we are going to get minus 4 and minus 4 is already there. So we are going to get 16 Newton meter. Come on, that is Joule, 16 Joule. Now, when we are saying an ideal gas, for the ideal gas, internal energy is a function of temperature only. And in the question itself, they are saying that the process is isothermal. So isothermal, the change in internal energy is going to be 0. So can I say that Q is equals to minus of W beta? So can I say that, come on everyone, we got the value of W. So here we are going to get minus 16 Joule. Okay. Now it's a very simple question. Now we know Q is equals to NCM delta T. Come on everyone. So here minus 16, yes everyone, basically 16 Joule. Okay, is equals to, come on everyone. Here we are going to say 16 Joule is equals to, what is the mole beta? Mole is 1. Okay, so we are going to say 1 into, what is the Cl? Basically 24 Joule per mole per Kelvin, and we are going to calculate delta T. Now the delta T is going to be equals to what beta? It's very simple, 2 by 3, 16 by 24, that will be 2 by 3 is the right answer. So the right answer for this question is D. It's clear? Yes everyone, it's clear? Now next question. Question number 2. Given below are two statements, SO2 and H2O both possess V-shaped structure. First of all, we are going to calculate the molecule contains V shape or not. Okay, we can say V shape, we can say band shape, we can say, come on everyone, yes, angular shape. So sulfur SO2, what is the number of valence shell electron in sulfur? That is 6 divided by 2, because there is no monovalent atom. So can I say that 3? The hybridization is sp2. Yes everyone. So here lone pair, come on everyone, double bond O and double bond O. So the shape is going to be, come on everyone, V shape or bend shape. Let's talk about for the water also. Yes everyone. So here can we say that 6 plus 2 divided by 2, we are going to get 4. And in 4, basically 2 are bond pair and 2 are lone pair. But the shape is going to be, come on everyone, again V shape or bend shape. Yes or no? V shape or bend shape. Now this statement is 100% true. But here the bond angle of SO2 is less than that of H2O. Nah sir, this is wrong. Okay, here the bond angle of SO2 is 180 and the bond angle of H2O is basically 104 and 5 degree. Okay, so this is a wrong statement. So can I say that statement, yes everyone, first is correct and statement second is incorrect? Come on my lovely future engineers, is this part is clear to you guys? Is this question is clear to you guys? Yes. Can we move towards the next question? Okay, let's move towards the next question. What's the next question is saying? Question number 3. Okay, so see here, an electric current is passed through silver voltmeter connected to a voltmeter. 0.3 to 4 gram of silver was deposited. Okay, the weight of silver we know on the cathode of the silver voltmeter. The volume of oxygen evolved at STP. So what they are asking, the volume of oxygen evolved. Okay, so can we say that the equivalence is going to be same? Yes or no? So we are going to put W1 upon W2 is equals to E1 upon E2. Yes or no? Come on everyone. So what is W1? So W1 is given to you guys, that is 0.324. We want to calculate W2 first of all. Now what is for silver? 108, and for oxygen it is going to be 8 only. Now we are going to multiply and we are going to easily calculate the weight. Yes or no? Now here W2. So basically we want calculate volume or not? Yes, we want to calculate volume. So basically, can we say that 32 gram of oxygen is equals to 22,400 ml or centimeter cube? Can we say that? Yes, it's equal only. Okay, so we are going to put that. Okay, so here 0.324 multiply by 8 upon 108 into 32 into 22400. On solving this, what we are going to get, beta? We are going to get the volume. That is, yes, come on everyone, what we are going to get? We are going to get 16.8 centimeter. Yes, is that simple? Come on everyone, is this part is clear? Just we are going to do the simple calculation, simple mole concept. Okay, now let's move towards the next question. What the next question is asking? Okay, vapor pressure of pure liquid A, B and C. There are three liquids are there basically, and their vapor pressure, pure vapor pressure are given to you guys at 20 degrees Celsius. Which of the following is not possible value of the vapor pressure of an equimolar binary or ternary solution of these? Okay, assume all solutions are ideal. When we are saying ideal solution, so can we say that P is equals to, for ternary solution, 75 plus 22 plus 10 divided by 3. So what we are going to get? Come on everyone. So can we say that 107 divided by 3? Yes everyone. Okay, for binary, if we say 75 plus 22 divided by 2, that will be 97 divided by 2. So this is also there, this is also there. Now P is equals to, come on everyone, 22 plus 10 divided by 2. So can we say that 32 divided by 2? That will be 16. So this is also there. Now I think you got my point. The right answer for this question is A only, which is not possible value. Yes everyone, is this part is clear? The question number 4 is clear to you guys? Come on my lovely future engineers. Yes. Okay, moving towards the next question. This is a very interesting question and a little bit conceptual question also. Okay, here the highest bond order of carbon monoxide will be present among the following complexes. Okay, so here listen it very carefully. First of all, you have to know about that point that PCl3 having more pi star accepting, more electron density accepting than the, come on everyone, PPH3. Okay, yes everyone, is this point is clear? First of all, this point should be clear in your mind, then only you are able to answer. So here PCl3 will accept more electron density from the metal. So the metal carbon bond, basically the metal carbonyl bond is going to be weak. Okay, basically, so when metal carbonyl bond is going to be weak, then carbon is going to gain less electron density. So can I say that the carbon monoxide bond order is going to be high? I'm going to repeat my statement. Basically, here what will happen? PCl3 have high electron accepting tendency. So basically what will happen? It is going to, come on everyone, decrease the metal carbonyl bond. What is metal carbonyl bond? I will first explain the metal carbonyl bond and then we'll move towards this question. See here, beta, metal is Lewis acid, we know. Yes, here carbonyl is donating the electron density. Okay, carbonyl is what? Beta is donating the electron density. Now here triple bond is there. Basically, we guys are aware there are pi star orbitals are there. Okay, now in the pi star orbital, when electron density is going to be put, what will happen? The bond order, because metal having the electron density and it is going to donate the electron density, this is called as synergic bonding. This is called as sigma bond, that ligand to metal is going to take place. But metal also have electron density is going to be donated in the pi star orbital of the carbon monoxide. So because of that, when we are putting electron density in any anti-bonding orbital, molecular orbital, the basically bond order is going to decrease. Yes or no? If you want to break pi bond, then put the electron density in pi star, the pi bond will break. Yes. If you want to break sigma bond, then put the electron density in sigma star, sigma bond will break. So here, when back bonding is going to take place, so metal is going to donate the electron density. So the carbon oxygen bond is going to become, come on everyone, weaker. So basically bond order decreases. But in case of PCl3, it having more pi accepting tendency. So metal carbonyl bond is going to be weak. So metal is going to donate less. So here carbon monoxide bond order is going to be high. So here it is saying highest bond order of carbon monoxide will be present among the following complexes is for, come on everyone, NiCO whole 3 PCl3 whole thrice. Okay, so the right answer for this question is going to be A only. A very interesting, very conceptual question. Okay, this is a very interesting one. Now, moving towards the next question. Yes, everyone. Consider the following compound and their IUPAC name. Okay, so basically, on second position, methyl is there, and we call it as aniline. Yes or no? Come on, everyone. This compound is known as aniline. Yes. On second position, methyl is there, so we are going to call it as a 2-methyl aniline. It's okay, perfectly fine. Now, here cyclohexane carbaldehyde. Okay, let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, everyone. So it is saying 3-methyl 4-propyl hexane. Wrong naming. Yes or no? Here 1, 2. So can we say that 2-ethoxy 1,1-dimethyl cyclohexane? Yes, it's also perfectly fine. Come on, everyone. So here the correct match combination is. So what will be the right answer? Come on, everyone, tell me. What will be the right answer? 2-methyl aniline, cyclohexane carbaldehyde, and 2-ethoxy 1,1-dimethyl cyclohexane. So the right answer for this question is going to be, yes, everyone, C. The option is clear. You should give the numbering properly. See, in IUPAC name, when we are talking about in 2025 also, the one question is come based on the IUPAC, and what they have done. Okay, that was the simplest question in the JEE Mains, I think. Why I'm saying this? Because the option they made is solved. The question is solved automatically by the priority table. You do not have to look at the other option by seeing the priority table. If you know, if you remember the priority table, that carboxylic acid, basically oic acid, having the highest priority. By seeing that only, you are able to hit the answer. Okay, trust me, that simple it is. Okay, so have some patience while solving the questions. Okay, now moving towards the next question. Yes, everyone. Friedel-Crafts alkylation is an example of. Okay, let's begin. See here, beta. This is our, yes, I'm talking about Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction. You can talk about the Friedel-Crafts acylation also. Okay, here what will happen? Let's take this example. Okay, CH2 and Cl in presence of AlCl3. So first of all, what will happen? This is AlCl3 is working as a Lewis acid. Now this Lewis acid is going to accept the electron density. Yes, and what we are going to get? Okay, we are going to get a carbocation. Okay, what we are going to get, beta? We are going to get carbocation. Now that carbocation is not stable. Okay, so here 1,2 hydride shift is going to take place. After 1,2 hydride shift, yes, everyone, what will happen? CH3, CH positive, and CH3. Okay, now this is our electrophile. It is going to attack on benzene. So first of all, this is what, beta? Electrophilic substitution reaction or electrophilic aromatic substitution reaction. Okay, so the right answer for this question is D. Nucleophilic not possible, nucleophilic not possible. Here, what will happen? It is going to attack, and what we are going to get, beta? CH, CH3, and CH3, right? And here, the positive charge is stabilized by resonance. This positive charge is what, beta? Stabilized by resonance. Okay. Yes, everyone. We call it as a sigma complex also. Come on, everyone. Yes or no? Do you guys remember that or not? Yes. Now, here, once again, it is stabilized by resonance. Now, what will happen? Positive charge. Yes, CH3 and CH3. Here, this H is taken up by AlCl4 negative. Okay, and the bond electron density is going to shift, and aromatic character of the ring will regain, and we are going to get Qe. Yes or no? Is this part is clear? This is called as Qe plus AlCl3 plus HCl. So this reaction is called as electrophilic aromatic substitution reaction. Okay, the right answer is D. Now moving towards the next question. Okay, in estimation of sulfur by Carrier's method, 2.34 gram of organic compound gave 3.34 gram of barium sulfate, the percentage of sulfur in the organic compound is. Okay. Now, this is the most easiest question. First of all, there are some students who don't know about the Carey's method. You do not have to worry about that. Okay. Also, okay, I'm also giving you that leverage. You should study about that point, but I'm giving this leverage in this question. Why? Because this question can be directly solved from the mole concept also. Yes or no? Do you guys agree with me or not? Come on, everyone. So let's talk about it. First of all, you should know about the molecular weight of barium sulfate. Okay. What is the molecular weight of barium sulfate? That is 233. Okay. Now, 233 gram of barium sulfate contains how many gram of sulfur? 32 gram of sulfur. Yes or no? Come on, everyone. Because one sulfur is there in barium sulfate. So can we say that in 230 gram of barium sulfate, how many gram of sulfur is there? 32 gram of sulfur is there. So can I say that 3.34 gram of barium sulfate contain how much sulfur? Yes or no? Come on, everyone. So can I say that 32 into 3.34 divided by 233? Yes or no? Come on, everyone. Can we say that? Is that simple? So here we are going to get 0.45 gram of sulfur. Now we got the answer. What we want to calculate? The percentage of sulfur in the organic compound. We know the weight of sulfur in the organic compound. We know the weight of organic compound multiplied by 100. So what we are going to get? The percentage of sulfur. Okay, that will be equals to what? 0.45 divided by 2.34. Okay, into 100. Okay, that will give you what, beta? 19.6 percentage. Yes or no? Is that simple? Now, those who know Carey's method, they have studied one formula also. Yes or no? Do you guys agree with me or not? Yes. This is from the mole concept that we have calculated without using or without knowing any method. Okay, what is Carey's method? We don't know about it. And sometimes, okay, in JEE Mains also, if one of you guys by chance forgot about it, okay, you can solve this. Do not leave such question. They are very easy. They are solved by the mole concept. Okay. Now let's talk about the formula based. Okay. So here percentage of sulfur is basically 32 divided by molar mass of barium sulfate, that is 233. Okay. Into weight of barium sulfate. What is weight of barium sulfate? 3.34 gram upon weight of organic compound, that is 2.34 into 100. Okay. When you are going to solve it, you are going to get this percentage, 19.6. So you have both the option. That is the molecular weight of sulfur, molecular weight of barium sulfate. Here, the weight of barium sulfate divided by weight of organic compound into 100. You are going to get the same percentage. Okay. By any mean, you can solve it. Okay. Yes, everyone. Moving towards the next question. Which of the following alkene is least stable? Now, see here, in hyperconjugation, okay, we know about it as number of alpha hydrogen increases, hyperconjugation increases stability of alkene increases. Yes, everyone. So let's talk about the number of alpha hydrogen. Yes. And what is alpha hydrogen? The alpha hydrogen is basically connected on the alpha carbon. Now, what is alpha carbon? The carbon that is directly connected to the functional group sp3 hybridized carbon. The carbon that is directly connected to the double bond, that is that carbon should be sp3 hybridized. Okay, that is called as alpha carbon. Okay, so can I say that it contains 1 and 2 alpha hydrogen? It contains 1 alpha hydrogen and it contains 1 and 2. So can I say that it contains 5 alpha hydrogen? Yes or no? Now it contains 8 alpha hydrogen. Come on, everyone. It contains how many? 8 alpha hydrogen. Here, 1 alpha hydrogen and 2 and 3. 3 alpha hydrogens are there. And here, how many alpha hydrogens are there? 4 alpha hydrogens are there. Yes or no? So I think you got the answer. Yes or no? Come on, everyone. What will be the right answer? As I have already given the concept, as the number of alpha hydrogen increases, hyperconjugation increases, stability of alkane increases. So the right answer for this question is C. Yes, is this part is clear to you guys? Come on, everyone. Now, yes, 5, 3, 8 and 4. Now, boron. Next question. Given below are two statements. Boron is extremely hard, indicating its high lattice energy. Yes, this statement is true. Boron has highest melting and boiling point to its other member. Yes, this statement is also true. So both statements are true. Okay, it's a P-block question, 13th group question, basically 11th class question, and it is clearly mentioned over there that boron is extremely hard, indicating its high lattice energy, and boron having highest melting point and boiling point in the respective member. Okay, group members basically. So both statements are true. So the right answer is both statement 1 and 2 are correct. Okay, yes everyone? Yes, is this part is clear? Come on. Yes. Okay, now moving towards the next question. Okay, so this is a very interesting question. Okay, what the question is saying, for the reaction 2A gas plus 3B gas, the relation between the equilibrium total pressure and the degree of dissociation. Okay, so here 2A gas dissociate into 3B gas. Yes or no? Do you guys agree with me? So can we say that this is our initial form at t is equals to 0, and this is going to be 0 at t is equals to 0. Now it is going to dissociate. How it is going to dissociate? A minus 2x, it is going to give you A minus, here 3x is going to be formed. Yes or no? Come on everyone. So equilibrium moles will be, come on everyone, A minus x, yes everyone, 3 by 2x. Okay, so what is Kp? It's very simple. Product gaseous moles raised to the power their basically product gaseous moles raised to the power their stoichiometric coefficient upon reactant partial pressure. Okay, we are talking about partial pressure basically. So here we are going to say partial pressure of product raised to the power 3 upon partial pressure of reactant raised to the power, come on everyone, 2. So here partial pressure of B raised to the power 3 and partial pressure of A raised to the power 2. Is this part is clear or not? In Kc we say product concentration raised to the power their stoichiometric coefficient upon reactant concentration raised to the power their stoichiometric coefficient. Yes or no? Is this part is clear? Come on everyone. So here we are talking about Kp. Okay, so we are going to put the values 3 by 2 x raised to the power 3 upon A minus x raised to the power 2. Yes everyone, P upon A plus x by 2. Okay, here basically what we are going to get beta, we are going to get 27 x cube P upon 4 A minus, yes everyone, x raised to the power 2 and 2A plus x. Here alpha is beta x by 2. So what we are going to get? We are going to get 27 alpha cube P upon 1 minus alpha square 2 plus alpha. Yes everyone. So the right answer we are going to get is B. Okay. Now here we guys are also aware that Kp and Kc relationship. Sometimes they have asked this question that Kp and Kc relationship. So Kp is Kc r to the power delta Ng. Yes or no? Come on everyone. Yes. Okay. Now, which of the following combination of solution of equal concentration, okay, can never result in the formation of buffer solution? Now, what is buffer solution? Basically, buffer solution is the solution which is going to resist change in pH. Do you guys agree with me or not? It is the solution which is going to resist what? Change in pH. See here, beta, in our body system also, blood is a buffer solution. Okay. Sometimes you eat Chinese food, and Chinese food is acidic in nature. So your blood pH should be decreased. And if that is going to happen, most of us is going to be rest in peace. If pH of the blood changes suddenly, most of us in the rest in peace situation. So the God have created that human beings are going to eat. They have no control over their tongue. So basically they are going to eat. So they have created the, come on everyone, blood. Okay. In that, buffer solution is it is a buffer solution which is going to resist and change in pH. Okay, so buffer solution, there is acidic buffer, there is basic buffer, yes everyone, and simple buffer basically. Yes everyone. So acidic buffer is made up of weak acid plus weak acid, strong base salt, weak base plus weak base and strong acid salt. and this is the salt of weak acid and weak base. Okay. Now HCl is strong acid and NH4OH weak base. So yes, they can form. Chances are there. NaOH, okay, acetic acid. NH4OH, HCl, okay. Strong base, weak acid, weak base, weak acid, strong acid, strong base. It is possible? No. The right answer is D. Yes or no? Come on, everyone. Is this part is clear? The question number 12 is clear to you guys. Come on, everyone. Now, atomic orbital with the 3 radial and 2 angular node. Okay. What is node? Node is a region around nucleus where probability of finding electron is going to be 0. Okay. So first of all, there is a formula for calculation of total number of nodes. Okay. Total node. The formula for that is n minus 1. And there is a radial node and there is a angular node. Yes, everyone. When we say radial node, the formula is n minus l minus 1 and angular node l. In the question itself, they are saying angular node is 2 and radial node is, come on everyone, 3. So can I say that the total number of node is going to be 5? Yes or no? So this question is very simple. Here total number of node is n minus 1, that will be 3. Here 3D. So what is the total number of node? Sir, 2. What is total number of nodes? Sir, 4. Yes or no? N minus 1. So 5 minus 1, that will be 4. And here 6D. So here n, that is 6 minus 1, that will be 5. And in this 5, n minus l minus 1. So radial node will be, come on everyone, 6 minus 2 minus 1, that will be 3. And angular node will be 2. So that is the right answer. Is this part is clear? Yes, everyone. Is this part is clear to you guys? Come on, my lovely future engineers. Yes. Now, moving towards the next question. Okay. Here, a first order reaction complete 10% in 10 minutes. In what time the reaction will complete 40%, the temperature remaining same? Very simple question. Yes, everyone. So here, K is equals to 1 upon T. Yes, everyone. Ln A naught upon A. Yes. Now, first order reaction K is going to remain same. Okay. I'm going to teach you 2 methods to calculate this question. Okay. One method. Basically, we guys are aware that what is the time taken for the 10% completion is 10 minutes. Ln. Now, what is initial concentration? Let's suppose initial concentration is 100. Now, 10% is consumed. Can I say that 90? Yes or no? And here, that is going to be what? Come on, everyone. 1 upon T ln initial concentration is 100 divided by, come on, everyone, 40% is completed. So remaining is 60. Yes. And you are going to calculate that T is going to be 50 minutes. Okay. Is that simple? You can calculate in this manner also. Now, first you can calculate K from the first data. Then you can calculate the T from the second equation. So how? See here. First, from first equation, we are going to calculate the value of K. 2.303 divided by 10. Yes. Log, you can put 100 by 90. Yes or no? So here, when you are going to solve, K comes out to be 0.01. Okay. Now, when you got the value of K, K is going to remain same. So here, T is equals to 2.303 upon 0.01 log. Yes, everyone. Can I say that? Yes. 100 upon 60. Yes or no? So when you are going to solve, you are going to get 50 minutes only. Yes or no? So by this both the manner you can solve it. Okay. Yes. Now here the next question. Okay. The 10 gram sample of bleaching powder, okay, was dissolved into water to make the solution 1 liter. To this solution, 35 ml of 1 molar Mohr salt solution was added containing enough amount of H2SO4. After the reaction complete, excess of Mohr salt required 30 ml of 0.1 molar KMnO4 solution, KMnO4 for oxidation. The percentage available of chlorine is. Okay. So that's a very interesting question. Have some patience while solving this question. Okay. So see here, first of all, we are going to calculate the milli equivalent of Mohr salt. Okay, in Mohr salt, basically Fe+2 is there. Okay, so can I say that what is the volume, molarity, and valency factor? The valency factor is 1 only. Molarity is given to you guys, that is 1. And what is volume, beta? 35. Yes or no? So can I say that 35 milliequivalents is there? Come on, everyone. Now, excess of Mohr salt is going to be oxidized by KMnO4. Yes, excess of Mohr salt is oxidized by KMnO4. Okay, so the milliequivalence of KMnO4 will be equals to what? What is the milliequivalence of KMnO4? 30 into 0.1, that is the, come on everyone, concentration of KMnO4 for oxidation. In acidified condition, when it is going to oxidize other and reduce itself, it is going to convert it into Mn+2. So from +7 to +2, the change is of 5. Yes, everyone. So can I multiply it by a 5? Yes. So what we are going to get? 15 milliequivalent. Yes. So milliequivalence of Mohr salt, excess milliequivalence of Mohr salt reacted, that the basically reacted equivalence of Mohr salt will be equals to what, beta? 35 minus 15, that will be 20 milliequivalents have reacted. Can we apply the law of chemical equivalence? The milliequivalence is going to be equal. So here the milliequivalence of chlorine is also going to be 20 milliequivalents. Yes or no? Come on, everyone. Now solve. Weight of chlorine. Yes, everyone. 20 into 10 to the power minus 3. Yes. Into what is the molecular weight? That is 71 divided by 2, number of atoms basically. Okay. And you can say divided by 2. Okay. What we are going to get? 0.71. Now solve it. Yes, everyone. What is the percentage? 0.71 divided by, yes, divided by 10 into 100. So what will be the percentage? 7.1. Is this part is clear? There is another method to solve this, but this is the simplest one. Okay, you can solve it by this. Okay. Now, okay, here again the physical one and the simplest one. Okay, what this question is saying here, it is saying that if 240 gram is taken in a container to convert it completely to CO2, but in industry it is found out that 280 gram of carbon monoxide is also formed along with the CO2. Okay, so find out the percentage yield of the CO2. It's very simple question. I have two methods to solve this again. Okay, first we will do with the simplest one, so that within a fraction of second we can solve it, and we will take the long one also. Okay, check one. See here, beta, what is the moles of carbon? Here 240 gram is given to you guys, divided by 12. So can I say that 20 moles of carbon is there? Now, when carbon is going to react with oxygen, okay, it is going to give you CO2. Yes or no? So from 1 mole we are going to get 1 mole. Yes. From 20 mole we are going to get 20 mole. Do you guys agree with me or not? What is the molecular weight of, come on everyone, carbon dioxide? That is 44. Yes or no? So 44 multiplied by 20. What we are going to get? 880. Yes, 880 should be the weight that should be obtained. But here it is saying in question that 280 gram of carbon monoxide we are getting. Okay, so calculate the moles of that. Okay, so 280 divided by 28, we are going to get 10 moles of carbon monoxide. Now see, beta, there are 20 moles of carbon. Yes or no? When 20 moles of carbon is there, 10 are forming, come on everyone, 10 moles of carbon monoxide, then the remaining 10 will form CO2. So can I say that the 50% is going to be the right answer? Yes or no? Do you guys agree with me or not? That's it. The right answer is going to be 50%. Okay. Yes. Is this part is clear? Because 20 moles, in 20 moles, 10 are involved in formation of carbon monoxide. So 10 are going to involve in, come on everyone, in formation of CO2. So 440, yes everyone, divided by 880 into 100, we are going to get 50% only. So both are the, I have combined both the methods basically. Yes everyone. Okay, because see, in the simpler manner, moles of carbon you have calculated 20 moles. We have calculated the mole of carbon dioxide. From this also we are getting it. We do not require this calculation, nothing else. 20 10 are involved in formation of carbon monoxide. The 10 carbon is involved in the formation of carbon dioxide. So basically 50%. Yes or no? Now moving towards the next question. Okay. Yes, everyone. Which one of the one of the end product of the following sequence of the reaction would be? Okay. Chromic oxide in acidic condition. So basically it is going to oxidize 1 degree alcohol into acid and 2 degree alcohol into, come on everyone, yes, into carbon monoxide. Sorry, not in carbon monoxide, 2 degree alcohol into ketone. 2 degree alcohol into ketone and 1 degree alcohol into carboxylic acid. Yes, everyone. So focus here. What we are going to get when you are going to oxidize it, okay, with CrO3, we are going to get COOH, C double bond O, C double bond O, CS3. Yes, everyone. C double bond O, CH2Cl. Yes. Now the I2 and NaOH. So can I say that this is a haloform reaction? Yes or no? Come on, everyone. So what we are going to get? We are going to get, come on, everyone. Here CO negative, because basic condition is there, so we are going to get CO negative. Here double bonded oxygen. Here what we are going to get, C double bond O negative, and here also we are going to get C double bond O and negative. Now in H plus and heating condition, after acidification, when you are going to heat it, so decarboxylation is going to take place, and what we are going to get, beta, we are going to get C double bond O and COOH. Okay, because it is going to be unstable. 2 carboxylic acid and ketone basically here, and 2 carboxylic acid simultaneously. So CO2 is going to be removed. We are going to get C double bond O and COOH. Okay. So this is not matching with our answer. This is also not matching. The right answer is D. Yes, everyone. The right answer for this question is going to be what, beta? D only. Okay. Now, pH of a saturated solution of MOH whole twice. KSP is given to you guys. Okay. Now tell me. Let's calculate it. Yes or no? So here what will happen? MOH is going to dissociate and gives you what, beta? M plus 2 and 2OH minus. Yes? Do you guys agree with me or not? So here S and 2S we are going to get. Come on, tell me. S and 2S we are going to get. Now here can we say that KSP is equals to 4S cube? Come on, everyone. The KSP is given to you guys. The KSP is 5 into 10 is to power 16 minus 16, that is equals to 4S cube. Yes or no? So S is equals to 1.25, okay, into 10 is to power minus 16 raised to the power 1 by 3. So on solving this, what we are going to get? 5 into 10 is to power minus 16. Okay. What we are going to get? We are going to get 5 into 10 is to power minus 6. Now tell me, what is the OH minus ion concentration? Sir, OH minus ion concentration is equals to 2S. So we calculated the S multiplied by a 2. So what we are going to get? Come on, everyone. 1 into 10 is to power minus 5. Yes or no? This is the concentration of OH minus. Now it's a very simple question now. POH is equals to minus log OH minus ion concentration. So here minus log 10 is to power minus 5. Okay, minus 5 will come forward. So can we say that POH is equals to 5? So pH will be 14 minus 5, that will be 9. Yes or no? Is this part is clear? Is this part is clear to you guys? Come on, everyone. Now moving towards the next question. Okay, in which of the following reaction product has 1 carbon unit more with respect to the starting compound? Okay, first, that's simple. Yes, everyone. Why? Because that is called as decarboxylation. NaOH and calcium oxide heating condition, it is going to perform decarboxylation. So what will be the first product that we are going to obtain is CH3 and CH3, that is ethene. Okay. Yes, everyone. Now second, first SOCl2. So first product that we are going to obtain is CH3 CH2 C double bond O Cl. Yes, everyone. Now after that, what will happen? CH2 minus is there basically. Yes. So here it is going to attack. Pi bond will shift in the form of negative charge. That negative charge will come again and Cl will leave the molecule. Okay. So what we are going to get? We are going to get CH2, CH3, CH2, C double bond O. Yes, everyone. CH negative. Yes, and N2. Here, what will happen? Come on, everyone. This is going to be transferred, and this is going to be shifted over here. Okay, and this will leave. Okay, in presence of silver oxide, Ag2, and heating. So basically, can I say that CH3, CH double bond? Come on, everyone. Not double bond. CH2, CH double bond, C double bond O. Okay. Now here, water is going to attack. When water is going to attack, what is going to attack on this carbon? Okay. So what we are going to get? CH3, CH2, CH double bond C, OH and OH. Now here tautomerization is going to take place, and we are going to get CH3, CH2, C double bond O and OH. Okay. Yes, everyone. Come on, tell me, we are going to get it or not? Yes. So here one carbon is increase. Okay. Now CH3MgBr. So basically it is going to attack on carbon. Here 2 carbon is going to increase. And here what is the product we are going to obtain? So CH3, CH2, yes everyone, C double bond O and CH3. We are going to get this. Come on everyone. Yes or no? We are going to get this only. Okay. Now on this, what will happen? Amide, okay, on reaction with NaOH and Br2. So what we are going to get? We are going to get CH3, CH2, NH2. Hofmann bromamide degradation. Yes, everyone. Is this part is clear to you guys? Come on, everyone. So the right answer for this question is B. Okay. Now, the stereoisomer that is formed by the electrophilic addition of bromine to trans-butene. Very simple. Okay. So basically, trans-butene, we are talking about CH3, C, H double bond C, H3 and H. Okay. When you are going to add Br2, okay, in presence of CCl4, basically, this is reddish brown color. When you are going to add Br2 on alkene, what we are going to get? Sir, colorless compound we are going to obtain, because Br2 is reddish orange color in nature. In presence of CCl4, when it is going to add it on the alkene, colorless compound we are going to obtain. From trans, okay, here also they are going to add in anti manner. Yes or no? On trans, okay, anti addition is going to take place. We are going to get meso compound. So basically here CH3, okay, CHBr, here CHBr and CH3. Here what we are going to get, beta? We are going to get meso compound only. 2 identical meso we are going to obtain. We are going to get meso compound only. Okay. Yes. Now, so here the options are clear to you guys, everyone. Now moving towards the 21 question number. The number of chiral center present in the sucrose. Those who know the structure, they will get the right answer. See, I will suggest read the biomolecules, read the vitamins, learn them, because in 2025 they have asked directly, and earlier in earlier years also the JEE Mains asked these questions. So kindly go through it, because it's an easy marks question. Okay. So first of all, let's talk about the, come on everyone, sucrose structure, and let's find it out how many chiral centers are there. Okay. Now here, let's begin. Yes, this is for the fructose side. Now let's talk about the glucose side. Now, chiral center. So first of all, this is the chiral center, right everyone? H is there. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So how many total number of chiral centers are there? Total 9 chiral centers are there in the sucrose. Okay. Yes, everyone. That is the based on the, come on everyone, that is the based on the structure. They have asked the number of chiral center. Now, aniline with NaNO2 and HCl. I think you guys are aware. First of all, what we are going to get? First, we are going to get benzene diazonium chloride, N2 plus NCl minus. After that, steam is there. Yes. So we are going to get phenol. Now here, Br2 and water. So here what will happen? We are going to get tri-substituted bromine. So here, because polar medium is there, if this medium is non-polar, carbon disulfide is there, one time bromination is going to take place. Here polar medium is there, so 3 times bromination is going to take place, and we are going to get tribromophenol. Okay, so here we are going to get OH, Br, Br, and Br. Okay, and this is white color precipitate. The same reaction with aniline, Br2 and water will give you the white color precipitate also. Same. Okay, we are going to get this white color precipitate. So here the question is asking total number of bromine atom present in the Y. Is this part is clear? Yes, everyone. Now, moving towards the next part. Number of unpaired electron present in gadolinium. Okay. Now, they have asked, okay, in 2023, in 2024, and in 2025, based on the question of lanthanides, electronic configurations. They have asked, literally asked, check and once. In 2025 also they have given. They have asked related to the configuration part. In 2023 and 24 they have also asked. Okay, so that is very, very, very important. So kindly go through the, come on everyone, lanthanide electronic configuration and the D block electronic configurations property. Okay, now the gadolinium basically GD having the configuration of xenon. Yes, everyone. 4F7, 5D1, and 6S2. So 7 unpaired electron and 1 unpaired electron. So can I say that total 8 unpaired electrons are there? Yes or no? How many unpaired electrons are there? Total 8 unpaired electrons are there. That's simple. Okay. Now, moving towards the next part, 24th. Okay. What the 24th question is asking. Okay. So, the standard reduction potential of copper plus 2 to copper from plus 2 oxidation state, it is converting into copper 0. So reduction is taking place. So their reduction potential is given to you guys, that is 0.34 volt. The solubility product of copper hydroxide is given to you guys. The pH of the solution at which the reduction potential for the electrode become 0.31 volt. Okay. If copper plus 2 concentration is maintained by copper hydroxide salt. Okay. Yes, everyone. Now, so here, come on everyone, can I see that pH plus POH is equals to 14? So X plus Y is equals to 14. Yes or no? So copper hydroxide, when it is going to dissociate, it gives you copper plus 2 and 2 OH minus ion. Do you guys agree with me or not? The KSP is equals to copper plus 2 and OH minus raised to the power 2. Is there any doubt till now? We can easily write that part. Now, copper plus 2 ion concentration, that is equals to what? KSP upon OH minus raised to the power 2. Now, what is KSP is given to you guys? 1 into 10 raised to the power minus 90. Yes or no? Now, what is the value beta for the OH minus? Can we say that 10 raised to the power, come on everyone, 2y? Yes. So here what we are going to get? So 10 raised to the power minus 19 plus 2y. Yes or no? Agree with me or not till now? Is there any doubt till now? No? Now, let's focus on the electrode part. Okay. This is the ionic equilibrium part. Okay. Now the electrochemistry part. Okay. Here, E cell is equals to E naught cell. Yes, everyone. Minus RT. Yes, everyone. Minus RT upon NF log 2.303. We are going to convert it. So let's put NQ only. Now we are talking about the value. Okay. So focus beta. Here they are asking 0.31. What is the E naught? Yes, everyone, 0.34 minus. Now, what is the NF, the N factor? It's going to be 2. So, 0.06 divided by 2. Now, put the value here, log, come on everyone, 1 upon 10 raised to power minus 19 plus 2y. Okay. Then you are going to solve it. What you are going to get? Come on everyone, log 10 raised to power 19. Yes, everyone, minus 2y. That is equals to 1. Yes or no? Come on everyone, we are going to get 1. So here, come on, can I say that? So 19 minus 2y. Okay. So it is going to be, come on everyone, y is equals to 9. What we are going to get? Y is equals to 9. Now, when you got y is equals to 9, so we can easily calculate here. POH basically is 9. So pH is equals to 14 minus 9. That will be 5. The pH will be 5. Yes or no? Is this part is clear? Come on everyone. Is this part is clear? Yes? Okay. Now, moving towards the next part. Next question. Okay, so here the number of possible product form. The very interesting, super question you can consider of this paper. Okay, all these questions are easy, quite easy, but this question is quite interesting one. Okay, first of all, we can easily form the product. What is NBS? NBS is N-bromosuccinamide free radical substitution reaction is going to take place, and we are going to put bromine on it. Okay, so can we say that the first product that we are going to obtain is this? Yes, everyone. CH2Br and CS3. This is a chiral center. So plus and minus we are going to get. Do you guys agree with me or not? Now, next one is this. Here, double bond, CS3. Here, Br. Now, here also plus minus we are going to obtain. So total how many products we obtained till now? 4. Okay. Now, can we put here bromine? Because here also allylic position is there. So here also and here also. So total how many? 2 raised to the power 2, that will be 4. Is this part is clear? Come on everyone. Now, one of the product that possible after the formation of radical and that resonance is going to take place. So we are going to get here also, come on everyone, the Br, and here also the CS3. So can we say that 2 raised to the power 2, that will be 4. Now the next one, here after resonance, okay, here the Br, so plus minus in this scenario, and here the last one, okay, Br, and here CS3. So again 2 raised to the power 2, that will be 4. Yes or no? Come on everyone, because radical is going to be formed and it can participate in the resonance also with the double bond, because at allylic position the reaction is going to take place. Yes, so we are going to get all these products. So total how many? 2, 2, 4, 4, 2 and 4. So 4 plus 4, 8, 8 plus 4, 12, 12 plus 6, 18. So the right answer for this question is we are going to get 18 compounds. Okay, so total number of possible products are formed is 18. Is this part is clear to you guys? Come on everyone. Yes, the right answer is 18 only. Now, I think the chemistry part is clear to you guys now. Okay, so let's move towards the next part. Okay, in the next session of the FLT discussion. Bye bachalo, love you guys, take care, be safe, and give your 100%. Okay, and all the very best.
I hope you guys are having an amazing day. And yes, I'd like to welcome you guys to the second FLT discussion. Now, yes, I hope you guys have all given this test and have got great marks as well. Believe you will have some doubts, and we're here to just discuss those same doubts itself. Okay, we'll be going by questions one by one. I'll be helping you out with the concept which is used in the question, and also I'll be telling you which are the easy questions that you should have attempted and slightly calculative or lengthy question which you could have rather skipped. Okay. Yes, let's start off with the very first question. This is a very easy standard type of question. Your vector B, it is written as a sum of vector B1, which is parallel to I cap plus J cap. So basically, I can say that it is parallel to I cap plus J cap. I can write it as lambda times I cap plus J cap. This is my B1 vector. Okay? And there's a B2 vector which is perpendicular to and there's a B2 vector which is perpendicular to A vector over here. Okay, so 3j cap plus 4k cap, I can say it is equal to lambda times I cap plus j cap plus B2 vector, right? Lambda times I cap plus j cap is B1 vector. Now, if I take a dot product of A vector on both the sides, if I take a dot product of A vector on both the sides, what will I get over here? 1 into 0, 0, then 1 into 3, 3, then 4 into 0, 0, equals to lambda times magnitude I cap ka square, basically, magnitude vector A ka square. So that's basically root 2 ka square, which is 2, plus B dot A. Now, because B and A are perpendicular, this will be equal to 0. So I can directly say what is the value of lambda? Lambda is equal to 3 by 2. Once we have got the value of lambda, I can say that my B2 vector jo hai, that is nothing but 3j cap plus 4k cap minus lambda I cap minus lambda j cap. So basically minus 3 by 2 I cap minus 3 by 2 j cap over here. So what is my B2 vector come out as? This will come out as minus 3 by 2 I cap, 3j cap minus 3 by 2, that's plus 3 by 2 j cap, and plus 4 k cap over here, plus 4 k cap over here. You need to find B1 cross B2. So what is B1 cross B2? It is I cap, j cap, k cap. What is B1? B1 is 3 by 2 I cap, 3 by 2 j cap, 0 k cap. And what is B2? B2 is minus 3 by 2, 3 by 2, and 4 over here, and 4 over here. Okay. Now open this up. So what you have, I cap into 3 by 2 into 4, that is 6 minus 0. So basically 6 I cap. Then j cap ke liye minus j cap ke saath what do we have? 3 by 2 into 4, that's same 6, but this time with a minus 6. So 6 minus 6, there's only 6 I cap, 6 j cap. There's only one option. Option A is the answer. Just for the sake of it, what is k cap? 9 by 4 minus of minus 9 by 4. That's 9 by 4 plus 9 by 4, 9 by 2. I can say it is 9 by 2 k. That's option A, the answer for this question. Very simple, basic, simple knowledge of dot product and cross product application. That's all there was to this question. Okay. Wonderful. I hope no one had a doubt on this, and if you had, I hope that's cleared as well. So get the next one. So A, B, C are terms of an arithmetic progression. A square, B square, C square are present in a geometric progression. A plus B plus C is given to you as 3 by 2. What is the value of A? Very well. These are terms of an arithmetic progression. Let me assume the common difference is D. Can I say that the terms are B minus D, B and B plus D? Basically, whatever the common difference is, A is nothing but B minus D, C is nothing but B plus D. And their sum is given to you as 3 by 2. What is their sum? So their sum is going to be equal to 3B equals to 3 by 2. So basically, B middle term ka value I have already gotten 1 by 2. Perfect. Now we have been told that A square, which is basically 1 by 2 minus D ka square, comma 1 by 4, comma 1 by 2 plus D ka square, they are present in a geometrical progression, which means the square of the middle term, which is 1 by 16, is equal to product of first and last term. What is the product of these two terms? 1 by 2 minus D into 1 by 2 plus D is 1 by 4 minus D square. What is this? 1 by 4 A square minus B square. So I have two possibilities. 1 by 4 minus D square is either equal to 1 by 4, or 1 by 4 minus D square is equal to minus 1 by 4. The problem that occurs over here is D square equal to 0, D equal to 0, then ABC become equal, which is not really acceptable over here. Now the second possibility over here is I'll get my D square equal to, so basically 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4, 1 by 2. So D can be plus minus 1 by root 2, but I have to go with the plus root 2 because A is the smallest one and C is the biggest one over here. So what's the value of A? A will be equal to nothing but 1 by 2 minus the difference, which is 1 upon root 2. So 1 by 2 minus 1 by root 2. Option B will be the answer for this question. Okay, everyone? Very simple. 1 by 2 minus 1 by root 2 being the answer for this question. Okay. Hope the idea is clear. Let's move on. What do we have over here? Okay, AQ plus B power 6 ka value is given to you as 2. What is the maximum value of the term which is independent of x in this expansion? So let's ignore everything. Let's find the general term and get the term independent of x. Okay? So general term TR plus 1 is equal to what? This is equal to n, which is 9. So 9CR into AX power 1 by 3 power 1 minus R, AX power 1 by 3 power 9 minus R into BX power minus 1 by 6 power R. Okay? So over here I can say that the overall combined power of x jo hai, that is x power 9 minus 3, 9 minus R by 3, that's basically 3 minus R by 3. Then what do you have over here? Minus R by 6. Okay, this we have to put as equal to 0. So what is this? This is 3 minus R by 2 equals to 0, gives you R equal to 6. So we've got the R ka value of 6. So what is the term independent of x? It is 9C6 into A power 3 into B power 6. I need to find the maximum value of this expression, which I can very easily get using what? AM greater than or equal to GM. I can say A cube plus B power 6 divided by 2 will be always greater than or equal to root of A cube multiplied by B power 6 over here. So what is A cube plus B power 6? That is equal to 2. So I can say that my A cube into B power 6 is always going to be less than equal to 1 over here. So that means the entire term which we are looking for, the T7th term, which is our independent term, I can say that this term will be less than or equal to 9C6. And what is 9C6 equal to? This is nothing but 9 factorial upon 6 factorial, 3 factorial. So 9, 8, 7 divided by 6 factorial, we cancelled out 3, 2. So that's 3. And there's a 4 over here. 12, 7s are 84. That's option A will be the term. Option A will be the maximum value of the independent term, because A cube plus B power 6 is equal to 2. Okay, anytime you see product and sum given, always AM greater than or equal to GM should directly click in your mind. Okay, everyone. Okay, moving on. What do we have here? We have been told that unit vectors A, B, and C are the position vectors of the vertices of a triangle. If F is the position vector of the midpoint of the line segment joining orthocenter and centroid, then what is this A minus F plus B minus F plus C minus F? Very well. Let's look at the triangle that we have. Now they go. Position vectors are all given to you as unit vectors. Right? A, B, and C. Meaning that their distance from origin is going to be equal. Meaning that origin is nothing but your circumcenter over here. Meaning that origin is nothing but your circumcenter. In this case, I can consider a origin as a circumcenter in this case, because A, B, and C, they're all unit vectors given over here. Okay, very well. That's one good thing. So I've got my circumcenter as just 0 plus 0 plus 0. 0 I cap, 0 j cap, 0 k cap. Along with this, I can also say that what is my centroid? Centroid ka formula, so it's always fixed. A plus B plus C divided by 3. Now we have a simple property. What does it suggest? It suggests that the line joining the orthocenter and the circumcenter is divided by the centroid in the ratio 2:1. Right? The line joining the orthocenter and the circumcenter is divided by the centroid in the ratio 2:1. Now, what is the question? We have a point F, which is the midpoint of the line joining orthocenter and centroid. Orthocenter and centroid ka midpoint, I have a F over here. Very well. So now, this is the vector that we are looking for, F. I have G. I have circumcenter, which is origin itself. Can I say that they are present in the ratio 1:1? Because F is the midpoint of orthocenter and centroid over here. And orthocenter and circumcenter is divided by centroid in the ratio 2:1. So the F and centroid will be divided by F and circumcenter will be divided by centroid in the ratio 1:1. Meaning that I can say over here directly that F plus O divided by 2 is equal to nothing but my G vector. Meaning that FO is origin itself, your circumcenter. So I can say F is equal to nothing but 2 times G vector, which is 2 times A plus B plus C divided by 3. This is what we have. Okay. So now we have got the F vector. Now let's look at the question. So F vector we have got as F vector we have got it as 2 by 3 times A plus B plus C. Now what we have to find is A minus F ka square plus B minus F ka square plus C minus F square. Right. Basically, it is going to be the magnitude square wala format itself over here. So what is your A minus F actually coming out as? So if I subtract F from A, what will I get? Can you see this? That I will get 1 by 3 into A vector, because A minus 2 by 3 will become just 1 by 3, minus 2 by 3 B vector, minus 2 by 3 C vector whole square. Okay. Similarly, over here, I will get 1 by 3 B vector and minus 2 by 3 A vector, minus 2 by 3 C vector. And over here, last one, I'll get 1 by 3 C vector, minus 2 by 3 A vector, minus 2 by 3 B vector ka dot product ka square ka format over here. So basically what we have is, if you look at this, it's the dot product of these two terms, right? The vector with itself. So just observe it carefully. First of all, let's take that 3 ka square 1 by 9 outside. Let's take 1 by 9 outside. And what will I get inside over here? Therefore, I will get a magnitude A square. I will get a minus 2 magnitude ka dot square with itself. That's 4 magnitude B square plus 4 times magnitude C square. And then what all will I have? Then I will have a 2 times A dot minus 2C. Then I will have a 2 times minus 2B minus 2C. Then I will have a 2 times A dot minus 2B. And basically these terms are going to be repeating in all of the three combinations, hence directly getting cancelled out. Really what it looks like is you're going to get some one term will be minus 2a minus 2a dot b, actually 4 2b hoga, so that will become minus 4 a dot b. Then I will get a minus 4 a dot c, and then I will get a plus 8 times b dot c. Okay. Similarly, in the second case, what will I get? I will get magnitude b square plus magnitude 4 times magnitude a square plus 4 times magnitude c square. Then what will I get? I'll get minus 4 times a dot b minus 4 times b dot c plus 8 times a dot c. And in the last case, what will I get? Last case, I will get plus magnitude c square plus 4 times magnitude a square plus 4 times magnitude c square. And then what will I get? I'll get minus 4 times c dot a minus 4 times c dot b and plus 8 times a dot b. Now look at this. Minus 4a dot b minus 4a dot b plus 8a dot b minus 4a dot c minus 4a dot c plus 4a dot c plus 8b dot c minus 4b dot c minus 4b dot c. Everything gets cancelled out. You simply have minus 9. All of the vectors are unit vectors. So basically it is 1 plus 4 plus 4, 9 present 3 times. So basically 27, which is equal to 27 by 9. The final answer coming out as plain and simple 3. That's option C will be the answer for this question. Now guys, I have written this, all of these individual terms ka dot product, how will it look like? If you think about it a little bit, you'll be able to see a pattern, and even without writing this, you can say that, okay, all of those individual combination dot product, they will get cancelled out. I just have to focus on magnitude a square, 4 magnitude b square, 4 magnitude c square, and so on. Okay, that's a quicker method to solve this rather than this entire big bit of writing. Okay. All right, everyone, let's have a look at the fifth question. So we have been asked to find the number of real solutions of this equation. 3 times x square plus 1 upon x square minus 2 into x plus 1 upon x plus 5 equals to 0. So the idea is simple. We're going to try to create an x plus 1 by x in the first set as well. That is this x square plus 1 upon x square. I can write this as x plus 1 by x the whole square minus 2 times x plus 1 by x plus 5 equals to 0. Okay. So I'll substitute x plus 1 by x as equal to t. And what will we get? We'll get 3t square minus 6 minus 2t plus 5 equal to 0 as the expression. So this is 3t square minus 2t minus 1 equal to 0. So how does this factorize out as 3t plus 1 into t minus 1 should work, yeah, equals to 0. So you have two possibilities, x plus 1 upon x is equal to 1 or x plus 1 upon x is equal to minus 1 by 3 over here. Okay? Now if you remember a little bit of an idea, x plus 1 by x, it's a famous inequality. It will always be greater than or equal to 2 when x is positive, and x plus 1 by x will be always less than or equal to minus 2 when x is negative, meaning that x plus 1 by x equal to 1 is never going to be possible, equal to minus 1 by 3 also never going to be possible. Just to be confirmed, you can even convert into quadratic, discriminant will come negative in both the cases. Basically, I will have no real solution. Basically, I can say I have no real solution in this equation. Okay? Moving on. What do we have over here? So you have 4 comma minus 4 and 9 comma 6. 4 comma minus 4 and 9 comma 6. These are the points on the parabola over here. Then C is a point chosen at random on this arc AOB where O is the origin. Okay. We are selecting some point C over here. Let's take it in the parametric form. A is 1, 80 square comma 280. Now the question is, we need to maximize this area over here. We need to maximize this area over here. This is the question. So how can we maximize this area? Let's first of all find the area. So what is the area going to be? It will be half of determinant t square 2t 1 9 6 1 and 4 minus 4 1 over here. Let's do a little bit of, let's subtract. We have a row 3 wala element. Now let's subtract it from both row 1 and row 2. Let's subtract it from both row 1 and row 2. So I will get the area as basically determinant as t square minus 4, 2t minus of minus, that is 2t plus 4, then 1 minus 1 is 0. Then 9 minus 4 is 5, 6 minus of minus 4 is 10, and then you have a 0 over here. And then I also have a 4 minus 4, 1 as it is. Now we will expand the determinant about column 3. Now we will expand the determinant about column 3 over here. So what does the determinant become? It will be half of, you have 1, basically plus only, into 10t square minus 40 minus 5 into 2t plus 4. That's basically minus 10t minus 20 over here. This is the expression that you will have. So we have half, you can even cancel that half out. So what am I left with? I'm left with 5t square minus 10t, that's minus 5t, minus 60, that's minus 30. This is the overall area that I'm getting over here. I can even take the 5 common over here and I can write this as 5 times t square minus t minus 6. Now the idea is I need to maximize. Okay? I need to, there's also, see, t cannot take all possible values. You have to understand over here that your value of t jo hai, it is only lying in this, it has to lie between this region over here, right? So t has to lie between minus 2 and 3. Your t has a condition that it has to lie between minus 2 and 3. So between minus 2 and 3, where does mod of t square minus 5, t square minus t minus 6 take the maximum value, mod of this expression, right? And when for t lying between minus 2 and 3. Okay? This is the overall condition that we have. Now they go at this case, can I do a little bit of logic and say that, okay, the graph of, let's draw the graph of mod of t square minus 2t minus 6, right? So what are the roots over here? This factorizes out as t minus 3 into t plus 2 over here. So basically minus 2 and you have plus 3 over here. Minus 3 and plus 3, when I do modulus on top of that, I will get something like this. I'll get a graph that looks somewhat like this. So now can I directly say that the maximum value which arises between minus 2 and 3 will be directly at the midpoint, the vertex over here, which is nothing but at plus 1 by 2. Maximum value will arise at plus 1 by 2 over here. So I'll get 5 times 1 by 4 minus 1 by 2 minus 6 over here, which is equal to 1 minus 2 minus 24 multiplied by 5 divided by 4 over here. So what do we have in the numerator? Minus 26 plus 5, 1, that's 25. There's an entire modulus on top of it, so it becomes positive. So we get 125 by 4 as the answer. So I can simplify this out as what? 31 integer 1 by 4. 31 integer 1 by 4. Do we have an option? Yes. Option A, 31 integer 1 by 4 will be the maximum area possible. Okay. So last bit was a bit of quadratic manipulation. The initial part is simply finding the determinant area of the triangle using determinant. And there's a mix of quite a few questions, right? We can see parabola, we can see matrices, we can see a bit of quadratic analysis as well coming out over here. It's a good question, but a bit lengthy. I would recommend keeping it a bit for the later part of solving. Okay, so let's have a look at the next one. We need to find the area of the region by xy less than or equal to 8, basically y less than or equal to 8x. And then you have, there's no 1 over here, then you have, there's no comma over here, then you have y less than or equal to greater than or equal to 1 and y less than or equal to x square over here. This is the expression that you have. So now y less than or equal to 8x go. Can I say what is y equal to 8x? I'll have, this is the graph of y equal to 8x. Now in this, I have y equal to 1 as well. Let me draw y equal to 1 as well. Okay. Somewhere over here, I have y equal to 1. Where will the two of them meet? At x equal to 8. I will have y equal to 1 meeting. And then you have y equal to x square. And then you have y equals to x square, which will meet y equal to 1 at x equal to 1. Okay. This is the point where they're meeting. So what is the area between all three of them? Basically, y less than 8 by x. So that's the region inside over here, the origin wala side that is to be considered. Y less than x square, that's outside the parabola, and y greater than 1 above the y equal to 1 wala line. So this tiny bit is what you're looking for. So over here, first of all, we need to get the point of intersection between the two of them. So point of intersection is when is 8 upon x equal to your x square over here. X cube equals to 8. So x is equal to 2. So I can say I have directly integral from 1 to 2. I have the integral of x square. And then from 2 to 8, I have the integral of 8 upon x. That's it. So integral of x square is x cube by 2. So that's x cube by 3. So 8 by 3 minus 1 by 3 plus 8 upon x is 8 into ln x. 8 ln x from 2 to 8. So 8 times ln 8 minus 8 times ln 2. That's 8 times ln 8 minus ln 2, or I can write that as 8 times ln 4 over here, right? 8 by 2. And over here I have plus 7 by 3. What is 8 times ln 4? I can write ln 4 as ln 2 square, which is equal to 2 times ln 2. So basically 16 times ln 2 plus 7 by 3. Option D over here will be the answer for this question right here. Okay? So option D over here will be the answer for this question over here. Basic manipulation wala bit, and that gives you the answer for this question over here. Okay, everyone. Hope the idea is clear over here. Simple manipulation. That's all you had to do for this question over here. Alrighty. So with that, let us move on over here. And let's have a look. Oh, sorry about that, guys. One thing that we have missed over here. we also have to subtract this area, right? We also have to subtract this y equal to 1 wala area, na? So you can just directly subtract that. What is that region over there? That region is nothing but 7 times 1. So I need to also subtract the 7 over here, na? That area of that rectangle present below, we have to subtract. We can't forget that. So when we subtract this area, that's a good sneaky option which they had put up over there. So when you subtract this area, I'll get 7 by 3 minus 7, that is minus 14 by 3 plus 16 by 2. Nice sneaky option D present over there. We have to remember to subtract that rectangle ka area as well, which is 7 units, and that gives the correct answer of option B, 16 ln2 minus 14 by 3. Okay. Sure. Moving on, let's have a look at the next one. Okay, what do we have over here? O is the origin. Very well. A is the point on, this is the complex number, root 3 plus, so basically I have root 3 comma 2 root 2. Perfect. This is Z1, which is A. And then there's B point, which is having a modulus, Z1 ka modulus divided by root 3. Okay, first of all, let's get the modulus of Z1. What is modulus of Z1 equal to? I can say modulus of Z1 is equal to root of 3 plus 8, that's root 11. So I have another Z2 whose modulus is equal to root 11 by root 3. Very well. I have a little smaller one, B, which is Z2, which has a modulus root 11 by root 3. And argument of Z2 is argument Z1 plus pi by 6, meaning that there's a rotation of pi by 6 over here. There's a rotation of pi by 6 over here. Now the question is that talking about this triangle AOB, and we need to analyze this a little bit. So area of the triangle is 11 by root 3. Area will be root 11 by 3 into root 11 by 3. 11 by root 3 into sine pi by 6 over here. No, that's not working out. So at least this option I can say and this option I can say will be both incorrect. So now the question is, I need to identify whether ABO is a scalene triangle or whether ABO is a isosceles triangle. It lies between these two options. So two sides, so I can see one angle is pi by 6 also I can see. Now everything depends simply on what? It more or less depends on the side AB itself, right? So we need to get side AB. AB side is nothing but modulus of Z2 minus Z1. But for that, I need to get Z2 first. What is Z2? Can I use Coni's theorem and say that Z2 is nothing but modulus Z2 divided by modulus Z1 into Z1 into e power iota pi by 6. So Z1 into e power iota pi by 6 is the logic that we are using over here. Okay, Z2 I can get using the Coni's theorem, rotation of complex number. Z1 jo hai, it is rotated by an angle of pi by 6 to get this particular complex number over here. Okay, very well. Now let's substitute in all the values. So Z2 will be equal to modulus Z1, modulus Z2 divided by modulus of Z1, that will be what? Root 11 by root 3. So that's basically 1 upon root 3 into Z1 is root 3 plus 2 root 2 iota, root 3 plus 2 root 2 iota. This is multiplied with e power iota pi by 6, basically cos pi by 6 plus iota sin pi by 6 over here. So basically this is the expression that we will get. Overall, this is what we have over here. Very well. Now let's simplify. We have to find Z2 minus Z1, so we'll need to simplify this out entirely. So you will get 1 by root 3 multiplied by, what do you have over here? We have a 3 by 2, then you have a plus root 3 by 2 iota, then you have a plus root 6 iota, and then you have a 2 gets cancelled out, minus root 2 wala expression over here. Okay, more or less this is what we have. This is turning out to be quite calculative. Now we need to find Z2 minus Z1. Z1 we already have it as, yes, root 3 and 2 root 2. Let's subtract this out. So Z2 minus Z1 jo hai, that will be equal to what? So over here, do we have any simplification or anything? Doesn't really look like it. Okay, let's just open the entire expression up. So root 3 by 2, then I have plus 1 by 2 iota, then I have root 2 iota, then I have minus root 2 upon root 3, minus when I subtract Z1, Z1 was minus root 3 minus 2 root 2 iota. Okay, so no cancellations, no simplifications, no nothing whatsoever. Okay, let's a little bit simplification I can see. Root 3 by 2 and minus root 3 by 2, I can cancel it out. I have a minus root 3 by 2. Then I have a minus root 2 upon root 3. This is the real part. As for the imaginary part is concerned, I have a 1 by 2 and I have root 2 minus 2 root 2, which is minus root 2 iota. Let's find the modulus. Modulus of Z2 minus Z1 jo hai, that will be root of root 3 minus root 3 by 2 ka whole square, that is 3 by 4, plus you will have your 2 by 3, then you will have minus, when you multiply this 2 times, 2 also gets cancelled out, minus root 2 is the only thing that you're going to be left out over here. I hope you're able to see this. Root 3 cancels out, 2 into root 2 divided by 2 minus root 2, plus 1 by 2 minus root 2 ka whole square, that's plus 1 by 4, plus 2 minus 2 into 1 by 2 into root 2, that is minus root 2 over here as well. Okay, this will be plus now. Minus ka square will become just plus over here. So both of them gets cancelled out over here. And then what do we have? 3 by 4 plus 1 by 4, that's equal to 1. Plus you have 2 by 3 plus 2, basically 3 plus 2 by 3. Basically you have 3 plus 2 by 3 whole root, which is equal to root 11 by root 3. Finally, a very tedious question, right? This I would say is a quite tedious question, very calculative bit this one. But overall we can say that we have got root 11 by root 3 as modulus of Z2 minus Z1, which I can see is equal to OB, meaning it is actually an isosceles triangle. Option D being the answer for this question. Option D being the answer for this question. Okay, everyone? Hope the idea is clear over here. A little bit more manipulation, I believe we could have sent with Z2 wala jo value, we could have taken modulus Z1 separately over there, and then we could have written it as, I believe, 1 minus modulus Z1 divided by modulus Z2 into iota pi by 3. That would have been a bit more easy for calculation bit. I shouldn't have done all this bit, but that was a bit of a calculative approach which I have used. We can also just directly over here, if you put Z1, I can take Z1 common and basically write this modulus Z1 into modulus Z2 upon Z1 e power iota pi by 6 minus 1. Yeah, this would have been a bit quicker. You could have gotten the answer root 11 by root 3. Okay, regardless, this is the idea. It is going to be an isosceles triangle over here. Okay, moving on. What do we have next? The number of ways of arranging the letters of the word Havana such that V and N do not appear. This is like the easiest question that you could get. So remaining letters are H, A, and A. How many gaps do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out of the 5, I need to select 2 gaps. In those 2 gaps, V and N can be rearranged amongst themselves, and the remaining letters H, A, they can be rearranged in 4 factorial divided by 3 factorial number of ways over here. Okay, this is what we are looking for over here. So what is this? This is 5 factorial divided by 3 factorial, 2 factorial, 2 factorial into 4. 2 factorial, 2 factorial gets cancelled out. 3 factorial and 4 factorial gets cancelled with just 4 into 5. 4 into 5 into 4, that's going to be equal to 80 over here. Sorry. Yeah, 80 over here will be option C, the answer for this question. Okay. This one was a very simple oral question directly. Moving on. So fair die is thrown repeatedly. If 6 appears on the first 3 throws, then the probability of obtaining 1 appearing on the 4th throw. See, it's a fair die. So it does not matter even 1000 times, right? Even 1000 times if you are getting the same output on the die, the 101st attempt jo hoga, that will still have the same exact probability as the previous throws. So even if I've got 6 on the first 3 throws, on the 4th throw, the probability of getting 1 will still remain the exact same 1 by 6. It will still remain the exact same 1 by 6 itself. No change whatsoever. Okay. Moving on. What do we have here? So when you're talking about the differentiability at 0 and 1 for this function. Okay. Let's first of all do 1. Let's say I want to define, let's try 1 ke liye left hand derivative, right hand derivative. Let me check at 1. So what will it look like? It will be basically f of limit h tending to 0, limit h tending to 0, f of 1 plus h minus f of 1 divided by h. So f of 1 plus h ke liye, which definition will I use? I'll be obviously going with the first definition, that is 1 plus h minus 1 into sine of 1 upon 1 plus h minus 1 minus f of 1 is equal to 0 divided by h. So cancels out. I have sine 1 by h, limit h tending to 0. This does not exist because sine at infinity varies like anything. So the function is absolutely not differentiable at x equal to 1. So not differentiable at 1 is, oh, this option should have been 1, but okay, it's anyways an incorrect option, so it doesn't really matter a lot. Now let's talk about 0. Same concept. Let's check left hand derivative or right hand derivative. At least one of them, if we are not able to show that one of them does not exist, likely I can say that the derivative also doesn't exist. So it will be what? Limit h tending to 0, f of h minus f of 0 divided by h. This is the expression that I will have, right? F of h is what? This is h minus 1 into sine of 1 upon h minus 1 minus exact 0 pe what do you have? You have minus 1 into sine of 1 upon minus 1 divided by h. So what happens over here? This is sine of minus 1, that is plus sine of 1 basically. And what I have is a form which looks like 1 into sine 1 and sorry minus sine 1. So basically this is h minus 1 into sine of 1 upon h minus 1 minus basically minus sine of 1 whole divided by h. Now look at this, when limit h is tending to 0, in the numerator you have -1 sine of -1, basically 1 sine 1 -1 wala format divided by h in this expression is what you're getting over here. This is not a limit which will exist over here. So I can say that this limit at 0 also does not, the derivative, right hand derivative at 0 also does not exist. Hence the function is neither differentiable at x equal to 0 nor is it going to be differentiable at x equal to 1. So I can say that at both these points the function is not differentiable. Okay, that's the core idea that we have over here. Okay, moving on, let's have a look at the next one. What do we have? So e power sin x into 5 cos x plus cos cube x upon 2 minus sin x into root of 3 plus cos square x. F of 0 is given to you as 1. You need to find f of pi by 2. So guys, anytime you have e power some function in an integral, it's always, we are always on a lookout for what? E power x into f of x plus f dash of x ka format. Okay? Now because there's a sin x over here and I can see that taking a cos x common is very much possible, I will rather go for that itself. I'll write this as e power sin x into 5 plus cos square x, which I can write it as 1 minus sin square x, divided by 2 minus sin x into root of 3 plus cos square x, basically again replacing it with 1 minus sin square x, gives me 4 minus sin square x into cos x dx ka format I will get. Substituting sin x is equal to t, you will get integral e power t. You have 6 minus t square, 6 minus t square divided by 2 minus t into root of 4 minus t square dt. 6 minus t square, what I will do is I will break it out as a 2 and as a 4 minus t square, because I can see a root of 4 minus t square in the denominator. So I can write this as 4 minus t square plus 2. So I have 2 minus t into root of 4 minus t square and plus 2 into 2 minus t root of 4 minus t square e power t ka integral dt. Simplifying this out a little bit, 2 minus t, and over here I can cancel this 4 minus t square, leaving me out with simply a 2 plus t over here. And now similarly this root of 4 minus t square jo hai, that can be factorized as root of t minus 2 root of 2 minus t into root of 2 plus t. So I'll get 2 plus t divided by root of 2 plus t into root of 2 minus t, which also I can cancel out, giving me root of 2 plus t upon root of 2 minus t plus 2 times 2 minus t root 4 minus t square dt e power t. You can directly see over here that this expression, root of 2 plus t divided by root of 2 minus t, if you differentiate this, you're going to get 2 upon 2 minus t into root 4 minus t square. So this is your f of x and f of t, and this is your f dash of t directly. So I can say what is the integral over here going to be? The integral will be e power t into root of 2 plus t upon root of 2 minus t plus c. This is your function. So I've been given a limit f of 0 is equal to 1, f of 0 is equal to 1, and you have been told f of pi by 2 you have to find. Okay? So at x is equal to 0, sin x will also be equal to 0. So I can say that this y jo hai, that is equal to e power 0 into root 2 divided by root 2 plus the constant of integration. So that's 1. So c will come out over here as equal to minus 1 over here. Okay? C I will get over here as minus 1. And the moment I've got the value of c as minus 1, I can find f of pi by 2, wherein what will I do? I will substitute t is equal to, basically sin x I had substituted, so sin x will be 1. So I'll get y is equal to e power t, that is 1, into root of 2 plus t, which is 1. Oh, sorry, y of 1 is given to you as, this is given as 1, right? So c will be equal to 0 only, 1 equal to 1, all the format you will get. So 2 plus 1 divided by root of 2 minus 1 plus c, which is equal to 0. So this is 1, don't really care. So I'll get e into root 3. So at x equal to pi by 2, y will be e root 3. Do we have an option on that line? Yes. Root 3e, option A will be the answer for this question. Okay? Pretty easy, basic question this was. Alright, again, we got the idea. Let's move on. Let's have a look at the next one. So for the system of linear equation, ax plus y plus z equal to 1, x plus ay plus z equals to 1, x plus y plus alpha z is equal to beta, which of the following statements is not correct is what is being asked over here. So, all right, very well. Now what I can say at this point over here is, let's find the determinant first of all. So alpha 1 1, 1 alpha 1, 1 1 alpha. Whatever infinite no solution, everything majorly depends on this D itself, right? So now let's open this out. What will I get? I'll get alpha into you have alpha square minus 1 into 1 alpha minus 1 over here. Then what do you have? Then you have plus 1 into basically 1 minus alpha ka format equals to 0. So I can see that I can take alpha minus 1 common from the entire expression. So I'll get alpha into alpha plus 1 minus 1 and minus 1 equals to 0 over here. So basically alpha minus 1 into alpha square plus alpha minus 2 equals to 0. So basically alpha minus 1 into what is this? Alpha plus 2 into alpha minus 1 equal to 0. So you have alpha equals to 1, minus 2 and 1 again. So basically these are the 2 points where I will have either infinite solution or no solution. But then looking at option B, option A says that at alpha equal to 2, I have infinitely many solutions. But alpha equal to 2 pe the determinant is non-zero, which means this is definitely an incorrect statement, which is exactly what we had to find. Okay, everyone, is the idea clear? So directly I can say that yes, this right here is going to be the answer for this question with a basic slight manipulation. All that was required. Okay. All right, everybody, let's move on. Let's have a look at the next question. What do we have? We have root cos x plus root cos x. Keeps on going till infinity. And we have been asked to find what is the derivative not going to be equal to. Okay, slight change. Okay, be careful. So I can say y is equal to root of cos x plus root of cos x cos x. That's basically y. Take a square on both sides. I have y square equals to cos x plus y. I can directly differentiate over here. 2y dy by dx is equal to sin x minus sin x plus dy by dx. Send the dy by dx over to other side. 2y minus 1 dy by dx equals to minus sin x. I can say my dy by dx jo hai, that is minus sin x upon 2y minus 1. So what does this mean? Option A is incorrect because they have asked you which of the following values dy by dx cannot take. Okay. So one option though we have eliminated out over here, that's not going to be true. Next, in option B, they have actually found the exact value of y. Okay, let's get the value of y. How will I get the value of y? Y square minus y minus cos x equals to 0, right? So I can say y equals to minus b plus minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2. So over here, can I say that I will reject the minus 1 because cos x is positive, so the element is going to be, expression is going to be positive only. So not a negative one over here. Okay. So from here, I can say 2y minus 1 is what? Root of 1 plus 4 cos x, which means option B is also a true value of the derivative. That's also eliminated. Next, we have these two options where in both the cases, I can see that we have multiplied y in the numerator denominator. Very well, let's multiply y in the numerator denominator. I'll get minus y sin x divided by 2y square minus y. Okay, everyone. So over here, I have y square plus y square minus y. What is y square minus y equal to? I can say that's equal to cos x. So y square minus y, if I replace with cos x, I can say this is minus y sin x divided by y square plus cos x over here, which means option C is also a perfectly right expression, leaving out option D, which is not going to be a form of this derivative, hence not the answer for this question as well. Okay, the option, sorry, hence the answer for this question, as they're asking you incorrect statement. Okay. Wonderful. Moving on, let's have a look at the next one. What do we have over here? Your function which goes from R to R, f of 1 ka value is given as root 2, f dash of 1 is given as 2 root 2. What is the value of limit extending to 0, f of 1 plus x upon f of 1, entire expression power 1 by x? Okay, so can I say that limit extending to 0 pe, I will have f of 1 upon f of 1 power infinity, basically 1 power infinity ka form hai. So if it is a 1 power infinity form, I know the standard limit is e power limit extending to 0. This f of 1 plus x upon f of 1, I will subtract 1 from this and multiply with the g of x, which is in power, which is 1 by x over here. So what do I have? I have e power limit x tending to 0, f of 1 plus x minus f of 1 divided by f of 1 into x. X tending to 0, I have 0 upon 0 form. Let's go for L'Hopital's. I'll get e power limit x tending to 0, f dash of 1 plus x minus 0 divided by f of 1, which is e power f dash of 1 is 2 root 2 divided by f of 1 is root 2, cancels out, gives you e square. Option C as the answer for this question. Gives you e square, option C, directly as the answer for this question. Okay, everyone? Hope the idea is clear. A very simple, basic manipulation wala question. That was all there is to this one. Okay. Wonderful. Moving on. Okay, let's have a look at this one. Now, this is a very straightforward question. I hope no one has a doubt in this question. Basically, the only thing that we have to do over here is just simply observe sine inverse x, sine inverse y, sine inverse z equal to 3 pi by 2. Now, I know that my sine inverse x for all the values of acceptable values of x always lies between minus pi by 2 and plus pi by 2. So pi by 2 is the maximum value that this function can take. So if the sum of 3 sine inverse is 3 times that maximum value, sum of 3 sine inverse is 3 times that maximum value, can I say that individually all of them have to be equal to pi by 2, pi by 2 and pi by 2? So individually, if all of them are equal to pi by 2, that means x ka value kya hoga? Will be 1, y will be 1, z will be 1. So here we are looking for 1 plus 1 plus 1. Option C, 3 being the answer for this question. Option C, 3 will directly be the answer over here. Okay? A very simple basic sa question tha with a slight bit of manipulation. That was all that you had to do over here. Okay? Moving on. We have a function which is defined from A to B. Okay, elements in A are 4. Let's call it A, B, C, D. Here you have 5, so let's call it P, Q, R, S, T. Now I need to form a 1, 1 function, meaning that every element has a unique image. So can I say that out of the 5, I need to select 4? Number of ways of selecting 4 images out of the codomain 5C4. After that, these codomain, they can interchange amongst themselves, right? PQRS, it doesn't have to be AQ, BP, CS, DR. That's also fine. So this rearrangement also possible over here. So what is this? This is simply 5 factorial, which is equal to 24, 120. That's option D, the answer for this question. That will be option D, the answer for this question over here. Okay, everyone? Hope the idea is clear. Very simple, plain, straightforward, basic logic wala question. That's it. Wonderful. Moving on. Let's have a look at the next one. What do we have over here? There's a curve which satisfies this differential equation x square minus 5x square divided by dx plus y square plus x y square equal to 0. It passes through 1, 1 and it is intersecting this line y equal to 2x at the point a, b. What is the value of 3 by b plus ln2? Very well. Okay. So guys, can you observe one thing over here that x square into 1 minus y dy by dx is equal to minus y square into 1 plus x. This is actually coming out to be a beautiful surprise of variable separable form. Very rarely seen, as it's a way too easy of a form over here. Upon minus y square equals to 1 plus x upon x square into dx. That's it. So I can write this as minus 1 upon y square plus 1 upon y dy equals to integral 1 upon x square plus 1 upon x dx. That's it. What is the integral of minus? Basically 1 upon y square is y power minus 2. That's y power minus 2 plus 1 upon minus 2 plus 1, which is minus of y power minus 1. There's a minus sign already present, so it becomes plus 1 upon y. Over here I have plus ln y is equal to minus 1 upon x plus ln x plus the constant of integration. This is the expression that I will have over here. Okay, so I can slightly rework this out and I can say what I have is ln of y minus ln x, that is ln y by x is equal to minus 1 by x minus 1 by y plus the constant of integration. You can say I have overall such a format of this expression. Okay, so let's put y equals to 2x. I need to find the point of intersection with y. Achha, it passes through point 1, 1. So if you substitute 1, 1, what are you getting? ln 1 is 0. That's equal to minus 1 plus c. So c will be equal to 2 over here. Okay, my final expression is ln y by x equals to minus 1 upon x minus 1 by y plus 2. Now you need to find the point of intersection of this curve and y equal to 2x, or rather just the y point of intersection. Just the y coordinate of intersection itself we have to get. So can I directly substitute x is equal to y by 2? I can substitute x equals to y by 2, right? So I'll get ln of y upon y by 2 equals to minus 2 by y minus 1 by y plus 2. What is this? ln 2 minus 2, that's equal to minus 3 upon y. So I can say y is equal to what? Y will be 3 upon 2 minus ln 2. So I can say what is the value of y coordinate of the point of intersection? Y will be ln 2 minus 2 divided by minus 3, which is 2 minus ln 2 upon 3. So we have 3 upon b plus ln 2. So over here, this is the value of b, point of intersection. So 3 upon what have we been asked? 3 divided by b wala value jo hai. Have we missed something over here? Oh yes, y will be equal to 3 upon 2 minus ln 2. y will be equal to this. We have written it in the opposite fashion. This is minus 3 divided by ln2 minus 2, right? Minus 3 divided by ln2 minus 2. So this will become 3 upon 2 minus ln2. So now I will have 3 upon b, which is 3 upon 3 by 2 minus ln2 plus ln2 over here. Cancels out. You have 2 minus ln2 plus ln2, which is equal to simply 2. Which is equal to simply 2. And there's an option. Yes. Option C, 2 will be the value of 3 by b plus ln2 over here. Okay. That's the basic answer for this question. Alright, moving on. F of x is the minimum of mod x minus 1, mod x plus 1. What is integral? Okay, so let's draw all three of them. So first of all, let's draw mod x. This is what mod x looks like. Then you have mod x minus 1. So basically I will shift it to the right. So this is mod x minus 1. Then I have mod x plus 1. So basically I will shift it towards left. Something like this. Now we need to consider the minima of all three of them. We'll have to consider the minima of all three of them and the integral between minus 1 to 1. So if I'm considering the minima of all three of them, I will erase all the other graphs, erase everything else, and I will get something like this. Between minus 1 and 1, this is what we are looking for over here. This is the graph that we are looking for over here. There, I don't really have to use anything. I just need to get this height ka value, right? I just need to get this height ka value. What was this graph? This was mod x ka graph. So this is minus x over here. And then what did I have over here? This was the mod of x plus 1 ka graph, wherein for x greater than minus 1, it's positive. So this will be simply x plus 1. So if I solve these two together, what will I get? X plus 1 is equal to minus x. That gives you x equals to minus 1 by 2. So this is minus 1 by 2. So x equal to minus 1 by 2 by y ka value jo hai, that is equal to 1 by 2. So what's the area of this triangle? It is half into base, which is 1, into height, which is 1 by 2, that's 1 by 4. Over here also, it's the same structure. So 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4, 1 by 2 will be the answer for this question. Basic knowledge of graph and half into base into height is what was required for this question. Okay, everyone? Option D, 1 by 2 will be the direct answer for this question. Not a lot of effort work to be done, just plain simple observation question. Okay. Moving on. Image of the point 1, 0, 0 on this standard. So in 3D lines, this is the most standard type of question which is being asked because planes is deleted. They have to play around with assuming a point on line itself. So what can I say? I'll assume a point over here that is 2 lambda plus 1 comma minus 3 lambda minus 1 comma 3 lambda minus 1. And the point is 1, 0, 0 whose image I need to find. Let's assume that as P dash over here. So first of all, I'll use the fact that this point I'll assume as Q. So PQ is perpendicular to the given line whose direction ratios are 2, minus 3, 3. What are the direction ratios of PQ? It is 2 lambda plus 1 minus 1, that is 2 lambda, minus 3 lambda minus 1 minus 0, comma 3 lambda minus 1. It is perpendicular to 2, minus 3, and 3. So taking a dot product, what do you get? You get 4 lambda. You get 4 lambda, then plus 9 lambda plus 3. Then you have plus 3 lambda minus 3. This is equal to 0. Oh, very well. Constants are deleted. Lambda is directly equal to 0. So basically what you have is 1, 0, 0. The midpoint, the foot of perpendicular is what? It is 1, minus 1, minus 1. And you need to find the image over here. Simply adding which term with 1 divided by 2 gives you 1. 1 plus 1 by 2 gives me 1. Adding which term in 0 divided by 2 gives you minus 1. 0 plus minus 2 divided by minus 2 gives me minus 1. Same over here also, minus 2 only. So 1 minus 2 minus 2. That's option D will be the answer for this question. I can say option D is the answer for this question. Direct, plain and simple, basic logic. That's it. Clear, everyone? Shall we? Moving on. What do we have over here? 2 times cos x plus cos 2x plus 1 plus 2 cos x into sin 2x is equal to 2 sin x. Okay. We need to find the number of solutions of this expression over here. Very well. Let's... Okay. What simplification can we do over here? Let's open it out first of all. No direct manipulation is coming to mind over here. Okay. 2 cos x plus 2 cos 2x plus sin 2x plus 2 cos x into sin 2x minus 2 sin x equals to 0. This is the expression that we have. Okay. Very well. Okay. Over here, I can replace sin 2x with 2 sin x cos x. That will give me 4 sin x into cos square x minus 2 sin x, from which if I take 2 sin x common, I'll get 2 cos square x minus 1. Okay, we are at least going somewhere with this, plus 2 cos 2x plus sin 2x plus over here, this is the expression that I have. All right, so now over here, what is this 2 cos square x minus 1? That is nothing but cos 2x. So I have 2 sin x into cos 2x. This sin 2x, I can write it as 2 sin x cos x plus this 2 cos 2x, let's keep it as it is for now, plus 2 cos x. Okay, I can take 2 cos x common from here and I will get 1 plus sin x. And over here, I can again take 2 cos 2x common, which will give me 1 plus sin x. This gives me 1 plus sin x into 2, I will take it common, cos x plus cos 2x equals to 0. Finally, we are reaching somewhere. Now this cos x plus cos 2x, cos c plus cos d, I can directly write this out as 2 cos c plus d by 2, which is 3x by 2, cos c minus d by 2, cos x by 2. 2, I can just cancel it out. Anyways, it is, we are talking about 0 into 1 plus sin x. Very good. Now finally we have got an expression. X belongs to minus pi to pi is given. X belongs to minus pi comma pi is given over here. You have 1 plus sin x equal to 0 would mean that sin x equals to minus 1, or cos 3x equal to 0, or cos 3x equals to 0, sorry, 3x by 2, or you have cos x by 2 equals to 0. So sin x equal to minus 1, there's only and only one single solution between this value, that is x equals to minus pi by 2. Cos 3x by 2 equal to 0. Now see, you could use the general solution, all of that works. Rather than that, can I say that 3x by 2 jo hai, has to be an odd multiple of pi by 2, right? It has to be an odd multiple of pi by 2. Let's write all possible odd multiples of pi by 2. And where will I start from? I'll start from minus 3 pi by 2. Why? Because x has to be bigger than minus pi by 2. So minus 3 pi by 2, minus pi by 2, and 3 pi by 2. Similarly, x by 2 also has to be an odd multiple. So where will I start from? Here I will have to start from minus pi by 2 and pi by 2. Only 2 values we are getting actually. Okay? So we are only getting 2 values for this one. So now if 3x by 2 is equal to these values, I can say x is equal to minus pi, or x is equal to minus pi by 3, or x is equal to pi by 3, or x is equal to pi. Over here, x will be equal to minus pi and pi. These are both solutions which are already accounted for in the first case, so we don't have to count them. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total, 5 unique values of x for which this expression will be true. So this is a good question where quite a lot of manipulation was to be done over here in this question. But yeah, a good one. So 5, but to be solved later on, because lot of taking stuff, common simplification, factorization. If you're not able to get the logic directly, you might end up making mistakes. Okay. What we have now, the exhaustive set of all of the values of parameter m for which this function is increasing for all the values of x greater than or equal to 0 is k to infinity. What is the value of 6k squared? Okay, function is increasing for all the values of x greater than 0, which means f dash of x has to be positive over there, right? So f dash of x is what? 27x square plus 18m minus 1x, 18m minus 1x plus 3 times m plus 5. This is the expression that we have. So I need to ensure that this quadratic equation jo hai, what is the question now? I have this quadratic equation for all the values of x. Okay, for all the values of x, positive value of x, the function has to be positive. The function has to be positive is the question, is the condition that I have. So first things first, f of 0 to has to be positive. F of 0 to has to be positive, and basically f dash of 0, this value jo hai, this has to be greater than or equal to 0. And along with that, now understand a very simple funda in quadratic equation. Take a look at this. Let's say this is what my graph looks like. Now look at this. In this quadratic equation, 0 pe to positive hai, but after that, there is still places where it is going negative. How do I avoid that? I will need to ensure that this minus b by 2a wala jo value hai na, where it attains the minima, that comes before or at 0. The minus b by 2a wala value hai. If I'm able to move this minus b by 2a wala jo value hai, if I can move it where? To the left of origin. Then can you see that always, yes, I'm going to get an increasing expression. Now see, just that condition is not fine, because I might have the cases like this over here where this is negative, but still there are some negative values. So I have two conditions. F of 0 should be positive, and this minus b by 2a wala jo value hai, where should it lie? It should be less than 0. It should attain, the minima should attain before 0, so that any value greater than 0 pe, it is always positive. Okay? So what do we have over here? The second condition is minus b by 2a wala jo value hai, that has to be less than or equal to 0. These are the two conditions. F of 0 I will substitute. I'll get 3m plus 5 is greater than or equal to 0. That is, your m should be greater than or equal to minus 5. Very well. Over here, what do I get? I get minus 18 times m minus 1 divided by 2 into 27. I can cancel this out. 3 and 2. Cancel this out as well. Less than or equal to 0. So what does this give you? This gives you minus of m minus 1 is less than or equal to 0, meaning m minus 1 is greater than or equal to 0, meaning m is greater than or equal to 1. So this is the condition. M greater than or equal to 5 comes inside m greater than or equal to 1. So intersection of the two of them we need to take, right? That means m belongs to 1 comma infinity, meaning k is equal to 1. So 6k square will be equal to 6. This is the answer for this question. 6 will be the answer. Okay? But yeah, moving on. Let's have a look at the next one. What do we have here? You have a matrix A 2 minus 1 1 0. A power m square plus a power m is equal to 3 identity minus a power minus 6. So we have to basically, in all of these higher power wale cases, there is some pattern recognition which we have to do. Okay, let's find a square. So what is a square coming out as 2 minus 1 1 0 multiplied by 2 minus 1 1 0. What is this going to be? So 4. 4 over here. Then first row, second column, that's minus 2. Then I have second row, first column over here, that's 2. And I have second row, second column over here, that is minus 1. Okay, that's minus 1 over here. Very well. Oh, sorry, this will be 4 minus 1 3 over here. So this is what I have. Okay. A little bit of pattern. I hope you are able to see. 2 went to 3, minus 1 reduction. 1 may increment. So basically, first column got plus 1, second column got minus 1. Let's see if the pattern repeats in the third a cube also. What is a cube? A cube will be 3 minus 2, 2 minus 1 multiplied by a, which is 2 minus 1, 1 0. So what will I get? 6 minus 2, that is 4. Then I have minus 3, 0. Then I have 4 minus 1, that is 3. And I have minus 2. Okay. Yes. Now I can say that there is a pattern which is repeating over here. And I can say that a power m jo hai will be equal to, if you look at this, what I have is, this is 1 plus 1, 2 plus 1, 3 plus 1. Basically, this is m plus 1. Okay. What do I have over here? This is simply equal to m itself as it is. And then what do I have over here? Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. That's minus of m. And lastly, what do I have? I have m minus 1, but with a minus sign over here. So basically, something like 1 minus m. Okay. There will be 1 minus m over here. So this is overall what I have as my a power m ka expression. Okay. All right, now we have some stuff to find out. A power m square will be equal to what? That will be m square plus 1 minus m square, 1 minus m square. Okay. What will be the addition of the two of them? If you add the two of them, you will get m square plus m plus 2, then minus m square, then m square plus m, then 2 minus m square, then 2 minus m square. Okay, this is the addition. Right, left hand side I have gotten. Now right hand side, what do I have? I have 3 identity. So that is 3 0 0 0 3 0 0 0 3 minus a minus 6. So a power minus 6, I will replace minus 6 over here. So that's minus 5, 6, minus 6, and 1 minus of minus 6. That's 7 over here. Take, oh, why did I take a 3 by 3 matrix here? 2 by 2 matrix, right? So 3 0 0 3. Okay, now we finally have some equations. So this 3 minus of minus 5, that is 8. 8 will be equal to m square plus m plus 2. Then I have minus 6, that's equal to minus m square. Then I have plus 6 equals to, that's the same. And lastly, I have what? 3 minus 7 over here, that is minus 10. 3 minus 7, that's, sorry, minus 4. That's equal to 2 minus m square. So if we look at all of them, they are basically the same quadratic equation, which is m square plus m minus 6 equals to 0. Have you able to see this? They're all the same quadratic equation, m square plus m minus 6 equal to 0, which I can factorize as m plus 3 into m minus 2. So I have two values of m equal to minus 3 and m equal to 2. Two possible values which are satisfying all the conditions. Therefore, number of elements present in this set S will be 2. Alright, everyone? Okay, it is clear. Let's move on. Let's have a look at the next one. Yes, done. Yeah. What do we have here? You have two curves. which are basically two circles. They are touching each other at exactly one point. What is the greatest value of k possible? Okay. So touching each other, two circles touching each other, there are basically two possibilities. One is like this and another is like this. So these are the two possibilities that we have, right? So first circle is completely defined. Let's take a look at this circle first. So center is at what? 3, 0. And what is the radius? It is 9 minus 8, that is 1. Okay. Radius is 1. Second wale ke case mein, let's first of all consider in this fashion. Second one over here, what is the center? The center is 0, 4. And what is the radius? Radius will be 4 square 16 minus 16 plus k. So that's basically root of k. Root of k will be the radius over here. So what is the distance between the centers? The distance between the centers is equal to 5. So now there are two possible circles that I can draw. One circle wherein this circle ka radius is root k. This is 1. 1 plus root k is equal to 5. This is one possibility. Another possibility is wherein I have the circle ka center is at 0, 4 itself, but it's a much bigger circle. Now here what is the relation? Here the relation comes out that this 1, so basically 6 jo hai, that is equal to your root of k. 6 will be basically directly the radius of the circle, either 5 minus 1 or 5 plus 1. Okay? So here 5 plus 1 wala category we are considering. So here I will get k equals to 36. Over here I will get root k equals to 4, k equals to 16. So out of the two cases, which is the bigger value? 36 will be the bigger value. Simply position of two circles with respect to one another ka basic logic is all that you have to use over here. Okay, everyone? So the idea is clear. Moving on, let's have a look at the last question. Okay. The number of natural numbers n for which the highest power of 6 in n factorial is 7. So we know how to find the, whenever we have prime numbers, we have a standard idea, right? So basically for 2, I'll do n by 2 gradient into a function plus n upon 2 square gradient into a function plus n upon 2 cube and so on and so forth. We keep on doing this. This gives us the basically the power of 2 possible. But power of 6 is not a prime number. But what I do know is that in any factorial, whatever is the power of 2 and whatever is the power of 3 will be always less than power of 2. Power of 3 will be always less than power of 2. So basically, whatever will be the power of 3, that itself will be the power of 6 as well. Because utna 2 I will always have. So the question here is, how many natural numbers n are there where I can, in n factorial, I have 3 power 117 is the question. Now, so you could use inequalities, manipulation, a lot of concept that you can use, or rather than that, a simple manipulation approach we can do. So what I can do over here is, see, it has to be equal to 117. Let's start with the highest possible thing, something that I can think of. So that's nearly, so basically we are looking for greatest into a function of n by 3 plus greatest into a function of n by 9 plus greatest into a function of n by 27 plus greatest into a function of n by 81 plus greatest into a function of n by 243. I don't think we'll be needing to go any further than this because otherwise the number itself is going to be way bigger. So let's start off with this is equal to 117, right? So let's find the upper limit. So what is going to be the absolute upper limit over here? To get the absolute upper limit, I can say that n is equal to 360. If I take, I can see that there is 360 by 3. I'm already getting 120, so this is incorrect. So let's go a little below. Let's go for something like 300. So in the case of 300, what will happen is greatest into a function of 100 plus 100 by 3 ka greatest into a function will be 33. 33.33. Not working, right? This is also not working over here. Next, let us say I will go down to, let's go down even 60 more. Let's say n is equal to, let's go for something like 240. Okay, 133 is still very close, right? So I don't want to go very further like 200. I'll go 250, 240, something on that lines I'll go for. I'm looking for a multiple of 3. So instead of 250, I've taken 240 as it's a multiple of 3. So what will I get? I'll get greatest into a function of 240 by 3, that is 80, plus again 80 by 3. When you go for this, that will give you what, 27 is 81, so 26 approximately. Then again, if you divide by 3, that's nearly 8. Again, if you divide this by 3 over here, that will be equal to what? 2 over here. Huh? 2 you will get. So basically, and lastly, then for 243, so it will be equal to 0. And for 243, it is going to be directly equal to 0 over here. So what is the sum coming out as? This is 10, 90, that's equal to 116. Okay, we have come very close. So 117 we have not got, but we have reached somewhere like 116. Now see, in all of the cases, next terms when you think about this, so I have 241, 242, both of these terms, let me tell you, there will be no extra 3 created. Are you able to understand? Because in 241 factorial and 242 factorial, there is no extra 3 created. So in these cases, it is 3 power 117. 6 itself. There is no change. It is going to be 3 power 116 only. But then when you have 243 factorial, now here what will happen is you already had a 3 power 116 and then there is a new 243 present. Now in this 243, how many 3 are present is what we have to find out over here. How many multiples of 3 are present in 243 is what we have to find out over here. And I know that this 243 jo hai, this is nothing but 3 power 5. This is purely made up of 3. This is purely made up of 3. 241 and 242, it was not a multiple of 3. So there was no 3 present. That's why I rejected them. But 243, that's 3 power 5. Meaning that after 3 power 116, I will directly jump to 3 power 121. 3 power 117 is never going to be possible. 3 power 117 is something that is never going to be possible. So there is no natural number for which the highest power of 6 is equal to 117. That's not possible. Okay, therefore 0 will be the answer for this question. A bit of logic. So couple of values you can find and you can approximate, okay, where is the value gonna nearly lie, and from there you can manipulate it out. Okay. So yes guys, I hope you were able to understand all the questions and I hope you were able to solve those easy questions as well. Doubts you had, hope those were cleared as well. See you next one. Till then, bye everyone. Best of luck for your next exams as well. Bye everybody.